Hey everyone, Slayer here to introduce Nasty and Friends from BDC Studios, a podcast where two friends who met in the Army Reserves get together and talk about shit. One's a firefighter and the other has a funny laugh. So sit back, get rid of your kids, and hold on to your because it's about to get nasty, friends.
Welcome to Nasty and Friends with Pagnasty and Spicy motherfucking Brown.
And that's when the doctor was like, it's going to burn when you pee for the rest of your life. Oh shit, we're live!
Hey-o!
What's fucking going on, man? I cannot fucking contain my excitement. Yeah, I've been here for like a couple hours and we just been bouncing off the walls. Ladies and gentlemen, to the nasties out there, this is Nasty and Friends Podcast, episode fucking 30! Woo! I'm so fucking jacked, man. We have something very special planned. You guys are going to love it. So, we'll get to that later. We got some fucking business to get to right now. So, this is Pagnasty. As always, I got my main man, Spicy motherfucking Brown, sitting across from me. How's it going, brother?
Hey, yo! Man, I'm good. I'm just as excited as you are. Like my man Pagnasty says, he's not bullshitting you. This is a special episode, and I probably say that every episode. This is episode 30. We got something we're going to get into in a little bit. It's a new year. It's episode 30 already. We got something different planned on the end of it. It's still our main man, Whiskey Rob. Instead of the animal facts, he's changing it up, doing something a little bit different. Hope you guys like it.
Yeah,
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, it's going to be phenomenal, man. I'm fucking stoked to be here. Before we jump into what we need to get to, and thank you everybody who's sending questions. We definitely are going to be using them. I think we got a shit ton of questions from everybody, so you know who you are. Thank you guys so much. It's fucking phenomenal. I know a couple podcasts ago we talked about my younger brother Vito sending a question. It was a riddle. We left it. You said you didn't know the answer. I knew it just because I'd heard it before, but I just want to give everybody the answer. I've gotten some texts with people with the answers already, but the riddle was: the poor have it, the rich need it, and if you eat it, you'll die. What am I? And the answer is nothing. So, which is great. There's another version of it. It has to deal with like God and the devil or something, but I don't fucking know about that. But I just wanted to drop that, like I said, because I said we were going to do that.
I like it.
But, so what's new, man? Anything?
Dude, nothing's new. Actually, some things are new. But
nothing's new. Well, actually,
no. Everything for me is good. Everything is great. I have no complaints right now, man. Living the dream. How about you, Grayson?
Dude, G's getting fucking huge, man. Like I was telling you just right before we started recording, he's like the gassiest kid. And I haven't been around a ton of babies, but it's around my niece a lot. I mean, the babies fart and stuff, but his are like clearing rooms. Like when I'm holding them, like I had to spray Febreze last night because it was so bad. But hold them, and you know, like if you're somewhere in public and you fart, you're at a table, you try to blow it underneath the table.
No.
Like, you never do that?
No.
I fart a lot. So
I've never done that.
just try to get it out. You just... and it just pushes it underneath and hopefully it doesn't rise up. Right. I have to do that every time that some bitch farts.
Jesus.
It's phenomenal. Like I know he's my kid now.
Right.
It was iffy before, but I think that's a telltale sign. So
the only thing is like when he's doing it, when you're out in public, I mean, you're a man, you got a beard.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna think it's you. Nobody's gonna think it's
regardless.
You know what I mean? You're like, oh hell no.
It was so great the other day. So growing up, we always had 3 rules when we were eating at our table because we always sat down and ate as a family, where you always had to have a shirt on, your hat off, and no farting at the table. And so
good rules.
Yeah, I think so. And so I try to do that. I mean, I still do that to this day. Like I'll always take my hat off and shit like that. And so I always told JPEGs about that, and we do that at our table. Well, G was a little fussy, and I was holding him the other day, and I had like 2 bites of my food, and Jen's eating, so I pick him up, and I take him into the living room, and I just fucking released this horrendous, loud-ass fart. And I did it, I was like, Grayson! And she's like, yeah, right! So I love it. I can start blaming him for stuff now. Yeah. But no, fatherhood is going fantastic, man. It's everything that I thought it'd be.
Sleeping pretty good?
Yeah, right now, because JPEGs isn't back to work yet.
Okay.
So during like the middle of the night, like his midnight feeding or 3 a.m. feeding, she does it. Like she gets up to pump, like feeds him and goes back to bed. When she goes back to work, I'll like when she's pumping, I'll get up to feed him. So, but yeah, I sleep pretty well. He does really well at night. Just besides like when he's hungry. But yeah, it's going great, man. So
nice, man.
Yeah.
That's good. I knew you'd be a good dad, man. Just a good person all around.
He's still alive after 1
right.
month, so it's going all right.
Yeah. So yeah, BDC Studios.
Ooh.
I smoked up some pork ass. This is the first podcast of a few that we're going to be doing this weekend. Like I said, the end of it, we got something special planned for this podcast. And at the end of it, again, from here on out, something different from our main man, Whiskey Rob, that son of a bitch. Shouts out to him. Shouts out to JPEGs and shouts out to Grayson. I can't wait to get into this with you. I want to get into Always Sunny.
Yes.
So, and I know a lot of people that I talk to, they're like, yeah, your podcast is good. I just don't like the Always Sunny stuff because I don't watch it. And I'm like, you don't have to watch it. I said, you can fast forward that shit. Like,
yeah,
you know, but,
exactly. You don't have to listen to everything.
To
just skip ahead. Especially if you're listening to it on iTunes, it gives you the 15-second.
Right.
Yeah, and I know we talk about it a lot, but it's something that we both love.
Right.
We're not going to talk about.
No,
it. We're not
and the
stop,
people that love the show, they like when we talk about it.
Yeah.
I want to hear their opinions about it too. You know.
Listen. This is a cooking show.
Right.
It's a sex show. We talk about that stuff. Not everybody likes that stuff either. So, like, you know, some people like, I don't like when you guys go down that road, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
you know, you're not going to like the entire thing.
And I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I always tell them, hey, you can fast forward that. If you don't watch the show, I wouldn't listen to somebody's shit. If they were talking about, like,
absolutely not.
I don't even know what they're talking about. You know? But so we left off at the...
There's Prison Call 4.
Prison Call 4.
We talked about it because, with Joey, the Degenerate, you and I, and it was... what was that like? Because there was 2 episodes left.
Yeah, so it went PTSD, and then it went hero or hate crime, PTSD, and then the Gang 10's bar.
Yes.
So we talked all the way up through that. The last 2 were A Cricket's Tale.
Yes.
And Dennis double life. Something like that.
Dennis lives a double life or whatever.
So I want to talk. So real quick, I want to get your opinions on episode 9, episode 10, and then the whole season in general. And then we could just talk about that for a little bit.
Absolutely. So I love cricket.
Me too.
So
Me too.
I thought that episode was a phenomenal episode,
Yes.
and what I love about it is the fact that his story happened between the 2 previous episodes.
Yes.
So the fact that they tied into that, because in those previous episodes, you see him walk in I'm gonna go smoke PCP or whatever.
In your bathroom there?
Yeah.
You do you.
Yeah.
You.
It's that whole story. So the fact that I love that. That was
that.
absolutely phenomenal. With that episode, obviously, spoiler alert for anybody who haven't watched it yet. I called it as soon as
shit.
Yeah, when he goes, no, I'm going to change it. He threw it down. I go, I guarantee it. He smoked it, and this is all going to be I go, not all of it's going to be real. It's going to be in his head. I said that out loud to myself. I wanted to tweet about it, but I knew I didn't want to spoil it for any other people.
Gotcha.
And so I'm not just bullshitting. Like we said, the one at the end of PTSD, like I should have seen that coming, but I didn't.
Right.
You know, so I think because of that, I was on high alert. I'm like, I don't want these motherfuckers to get me again. And so when he did that, I called it, and then they flashed back, and I was like, show him. And then he actually throws it, and I was like, well, wait a second. Maybe I called it wrong, and then it bounced. I was like, that's a different bounce.
Yep.
Yes! So, but I loved it. I thought it was absolutely fucking phenomenal. Great episode. The tie-ins. Have they said that his name was Matthew before?
I'm sure.
I'm sure too, but I just don't remember. So that was great. The lady, as Bill Burr would say, in there. I can't even remember her name. The one he was making out with and stuff.
Was it Belle? Or?
I want to say Belle, but I didn't know if that was right or not. So it doesn't make a difference. But yeah, she was phenomenal, dude. She was cute as shit.
Yeah, I've seen her on something else before, but I didn't look it up. I loved episode 2. I love cricket. And I knew something was going to happen. What did I think? I thought that she was either going to be related to him or she was underage. Because for a while, she's like, yeah, I'm going to run away. I'm like, oh, shit, she's probably like 14.
Right.
So that's what I was kind of looking. I knew something was up for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I did not. Yeah. So, and then at the end, he's like, they're like, what are you doing? And then I'm like, oh, it's going to be like a relative or something. Right. And then it was the dog. And spoiler. And I was like, oh, shit.
So for people, what happened was when he, in that part where he's like, I'm going to go smoke PCP or whatever, like in thing, he said, all right, I'm done. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to go work for my dad. So he throws the joint away or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then he goes and he does this thing and he meets this girl and they're like, she's into him. And they're like, they're not. When I say sleep together, they're not having sex. They're like sleeping in a box together. He's kissing, going on dates, and all this stuff. Well, in real life, they flash back. He ended up smoking that, go to work for his dad, and this girl was a dog. It was a yellow lab. I think it was a yellow lab or or no, golden retriever maybe. It doesn't fucking matter.
Doesn't matter,
It was a dog the entire time, and so it was absolutely phenomenal.
And it makes sense. And like a lot of the episodes, I watch twice.
Yeah.
I'll watch it with Cam. I watch it at work.
Shouts out Cam.
Shouts out to Cam all day. She's been an MVP.
Yeah.
But when I watched it again, I picked up on some things like the collar made sense.
Right, yeah.
Some of the comments, like he calls me a bitch, and he like some of the comments then make. So I want to watch it again. But the people I watched it with, I watched it at work the second time, and they didn't see it coming either. But watching it the second time, I'm like, oh, well, that fucking makes sense. Like calling her a bitch.
Yeah.
Her wanting to run away, the bell.
Now, with that, I thought she was a legit real person, too. Mm-hmm. Like, the only part that I called and then I figured out was that he really smoked. I'm like, it's Cricket. He's going to do it.
Right.
So that's the only part that I got. I thought she was a real person. So when they revealed that she was a dog, I was like, no fucking way. Did not see that left hook coming.
No.
So.
And I love that. And even being on high alert, you're like, I knew something funny was going to happen, you know?
Right.
He's not going to turn his life around. I'm like, there's no fucking way. I'm with you. I love Cricket. And for the people that are listening that don't know the show, Cricket isn't part of the gang, but he was a guy, he used to be a priest. He used to be a normal guy. And I'm sure back then they called him Matthew or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
but it's been so long.
They started using him. Approximately how many episodes do you think he was in?
Oh, Jesus, dude. I don't even have a guess.
I don't either. I'm going to say at least 8.
Probably, yeah.
Because he was in... Early on, they started getting him into schemes, and his life fell apart. He became homeless. He became a male prostitute, which at the beginning, when he's like, God. I'm the suck boy you're looking for.
Right.
And then what else did he say?
Because it was his dad.
You can't finish in me. Yeah, you can't finish in me. An extra $5, whatever it is.
He's like so open to it. Like it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I thought it was a phenomenal episode. Right. And that opening scene when he's fucking doing the parkour, I was laughing so fucking hard. Like I was like, that's great. And then they bring it back out when he goes after the guy for the company. He's like, are
you kidding me? Carl Lewis couldn't catch him.
Yes, probably my favorite line off the whole episode. I was like, what a fucking dated like where did that come from? He's like,
are you kidding me? Carl Lewis couldn't catch him.
Oh,
and then he apologized. Then he apologizes. I'm sorry about the Carl Lewis thing. Which why would you even apologize?
Yeah, it makes no sense. No. That was probably my favorite part of the whole episode. It was great.
Yeah.
And then when he at the beginning when he's running away from that guy because he stole a piece of bread from that guy from a street vendor or whatever. But then when he was like hanging off of the stairs and he just drops down to the next level, like I don't know why, but I laughed so fucking hard because he just like bounces.
Boom, and then bounces.
Yeah. It's just like Cricket. Like he's always high on PCP and like he can do that is great. And absolutely loved it.
And he was a priest. He was a normal guy. He started getting involved with the gang. So he's in a couple episodes there. He was on the episode when the gang starts the podcast.
Yeah.
Because I remember that's when the lemon thing comes from with the...
Right, yeah.
And then they make him like drink something out of his boot and then they make him do stuff. And then he starts fucking with like crack and PCP. He was in the high school reunion episode. He was in the gang dances their ass off episode. I mean, he's been in a bunch.
Yeah, because everything, like the burns and whatever, I think it's burns, right?
Burns?
They cause everything.
That's because of the Thanksgiving episode when they tried to say sorry to everybody. Yeah. They weren't accepting it, and then they tried to set everybody on fire and lock them inside. That came from that.
Right.
He was also in the Manhunter episode, which I loved, when they tried to hunt Cricket, kind of like the movie with Ice-T.
Right.
He's a homeless guy. They bring him out to the woods, and they hunt him. And that's the same one, I think, the gang... that's when Charlie and Sweet D, I think, they think Frank fed him human food.
Right.
So then they try to... I think that's all the same episode. But Cricket's been in a lot. I love it. And then I love how, if... a small part of me is like, yeah, maybe he's going to turn around, but I'm 97% sure that there's no fucking way. He's a street rat. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah. I knew he was going to go back, or at least I had that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't know how they were going to tie it back in. I figured it would be the gang that fucked him back, into it. And like, I feel bad for him. Like, I love the gang, but it's just like, they just give him the bag of lemons instead of paying. And he's like, I'm trying to get my life straight. I'm like, come on.
Everybody else in his life is like... doubting him, and he's like, no, I got this. I'm gonna turn my life around. And then in the end, he's making out with the dog. He's still on PCP, and they're all like, you street rat. Cricket, you street rat. I loved it. But yeah, he's disgusting. And then like this girl's kissing him. She's sleeping in his cardboard box with him. They're dancing, and I'm like, something's off. There's no fucking way, But I love Cricket. Shouts out Cricket.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah.
And like you, I loved it how they brought the last 2 episodes with when they had him as a DJ at the male strip thing with Daddy and the boy and
yeah, because when they said that, I was like,
soldier.
When they were like, we need you to do a favor or whatever, I'm like, that looks like it was a couple episodes ago. I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me.
We were watching it with Cam and her boys.
Yeah.
And they noticed it right away because they noticed the hat.
Yeah.
And then the cheese.
Yeah, because I knew it was the same thing, but I didn't realize it was the same scene.
I didn't either.
So,
the boys did. They picked up on it. Like the hat
nice.
And the cheesy lollipop he was having when they were on the phone with him.
Yeah.
They're like, and then no, it's cricket. You negotiate backwards. It's a time thing with him. Now it's $2.50.
Yeah. So I was like, I love the tie into those episodes.
Yes.
I think it was phenomenal. Right. So.
All right.
Good stuff.
What about the finale? Season finale. Season 12, episode 10.
Man.
Dennis Reynolds' double life.
It's hard for me because I don't know if I want to put it as the best episode of the season, but it's fucking up there for me,
absolutely.
Man. It's absolutely that. My biggest problem with it is I don't know if it's the best episode, but it's up there with my other favorites. Absolutely fucking phenomenal. The fucking tie-ins to last season with the Wade Boggs. Like, he actually went to North Dakota. And so the premise of the show, or the premise of that episode was, he got on was it a wrong flight or got rerouted or something? I don't remember.
I think he did it on purpose to bang somebody else from the airplane or something.
Right, yeah, something weird like that. So then he goes to North Dakota. He ends up banging this chick. And then she comes back saying, like, he gave her a fake name and all this stuff. Yeah. And then he's been keeping up this double
Brian
life.
Lefebvre, which is also a tie-in.
Yes.
To the episode with the Warthog.
Yes, absolutely. Well, he ends up having a kid with this chick.
Yes.
So she comes back and he's like trying to get the gang to like, hey, I'm Brian Lefebvre. Like, I've changed some other details. Like, we need to make sure that she doesn't want to be around. Because he's afraid, because he has no money, that she's going to take the bar.
Right.
Like, through custody and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what the whole episode's about. And God, I just reading the double life, I'm like, it's gonna be fucking gold. It's gonna be like phenomenal. I mean, the opening scene, they have the fucking RPG there.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Like, it's great. So, what were your thoughts?
I watched it twice, again, because I watched it at work and then I watched it at home with Cam. And the first time I watched it, I really liked it. Second time I watched it, I loved it. I loved all the tie-ins with Brian Lefebvre going back, with the Wayne Boggs episode going back. And then the themes of it, I loved it. How Dee was emotional every time she opened her mouth.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
She was like the most level-headed one through the whole thing, and that's Oh man!
And then the part with the apartment when they all. And
oh my! She was supposed to sit there with popcorn and fucking just watch it
because she was living with
old black man, Dennis, Mac,
and Mac,
and all 4 of them slept in the same bed.
Right. So now she's got her own apartment. She's happy, and then everything's going downhill. So then, I love that. The biggest, I think it's so many things happened in it. Right. That's why I'm glad I watched it a second time. And the second time I watched it, I don't think the waitress was in the rest of the season until now.
She wasn't. She hasn't been in the entire season.
Because I was saying that the last few episodes, like, where is the waitress?
Yeah, because she makes at least a couple appearances.
Yeah.
So.
And then she shows up.
What about that haircut?
The haircut? I don't know, man. I didn't love the haircut. She didn't look good. I think they work hard to make her look unattractive because she's a very attractive woman.
Absolutely.
But in watching it at work, we were watching it live, and so it was, and I hate watching commercials, but that made it so much more dramatic. When I watched it the second time, we just watched it 21 minutes online, watching it live, and then he gives her the chart, and I love even on the chart, it's like you were a cafe waitress, and then you did your battle with alcohol, and it showed a picture of her with Dee when they were shopping on the episode with Frank's prostitute
wife.
Absolutely. From that episode, and it shows her drunk in the store, which is a great throwback.
Right.
So and then it looks like they're gonna bang.
Yeah, because Charlie wants to get her pregnant.
Right.
Because then this way she'll be around because he's in love with her and he's been trying to get her for what?
For 12 seasons.
Yeah, the whole entire series. And so because that one chick showed up for Dennis, he's like, oh, this is what I need to do. Yeah. So he made like this fucking chart about how your life is shit. Yeah. Then if you have a kid, Frank has all the money he's gonna pay. We can be on a beach and all of this stuff.
And the same thing as usual. Dennis is like, look, I need a plan. Mac's plan is, I want to be gay with you, and that's how we get rid of her. Charlie's plan.
The fact that he hasn't dropped being gay yet, I absolutely
I love it. I love Gay Mac.
Yes.
Shout out Gay Mac all day. And then he's like, Charlie, what's your idea? His idea has nothing to do with Dennis and helping him. His idea is, that's a great idea. I'm going to get the waitress pregnant, and then she's mine then. Mm-hmm. So he comes up with the chart and how Frank will support him. He's got a picture of her with money in the Lamborghini and a bikini. The baby He's like, you're never gonna have a baby. That's not gonna happen. This is your time. We'll do this. This is what's. Then he shows her the chart of her life going up, and then it goes to commercial.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna bang the waitress. I'm like, that's
like everybody's cheering for
epic.
Him.
Yes,
Everybody's because I was like, come on, please happen, please happen.
He's been stalking her and doing weird things for 12 seasons. He's finally gonna plow.
Yeah, and if anybody doesn't remember, them two are married in real life.
Yes.
So and it's phenomenal. So what happens is he does bang her, and then she just fucking
within 2 minutes.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, that actually wasn't as bad as I thought. He's like, yeah, it was good. And then she's like holding up her knees. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, it's better for conception. Yeah. And they're trying to get this, and then she just fucking turns the table. Like, oh, you need to fucking paint this place.
Yeah,
like,
we gotta move out of here. I can't. And he's like, I love it here. No, we're not raising a baby here. You need to do this and this. And he's like, whoa, you're getting emotional.
So then he starts freaking out. And then I was talking to Spencer about the episode, and you know his buddy Justin. We talk to him on Twitter all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. He loves It's Always Sunny. Spencer told me he called it. He said that he's going to start stalking Charlie and he's not going to like it. So I did not see that coming. I didn't see that at all. So shouts out to Justin for calling that.
Hell yeah. But yeah, he goes to Dee's apartment and he's like, I got a ghost waitress for a while. She's going crazy. and then
because he was the second person. Because Frank
went there first to give them space, and then Charlie showed up, and then and then Dennis showed up. And then Max showed up, and the only reason why Max showed up is to keep his relationship going with Dennis, which is so funny. And then Dee's just freaking the fuck out because she had a bowl of popcorn, she's ready.
Yeah.
Frank comes in, and is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take the bed because I got this thing in my neck, and go ahead and fire up some of that popcorn for me, and I'll come back and
just fucking do it. Don't be so emotional.
Yep. Frank's idea is indecent proposal.
Yeah.
So then he shows
to get her to break away from Dennis.
Yes.
So the whole episode is based around all of them have an idea to separate this chick and her kid from Dennis so they don't lose the bar.
Correct.
So
Frank's idea is to find a millionaire to give her $1 million to have sex with her, and then she'll have the money and won't need Dennis. And then, Dennis is like, would you bang her for $1 million? He's like, nah, no way. So he shows up. They show up at the restaurant. And
because Frank's supposed to be finding the millionaire.
Frank's supposed to be finding the millionaire. Frank shows up. They're like, "Where's the millionaire?" He's like, "I couldn't find him." He's like, "Here's the deal, sweetie or honey or whatever. I'm gonna give you $5,000. I'm gonna bang you. All right? You get on the plane. You take that. That's quite a bit of money. You want to come back? You need more money? You come back. I'll bang you again. This time it's a lower amount of money because I already had you once. But you bring your girlfriend or something like that. Boom, money goes back up." And he's like, "I'm gonna go in the bathroom, take a shit." He's like, you want? Come on in there. We'll bang. I'll give you the money. and then he just goes.
Something like earn your money the old-fashioned way.
No. Go ahead and follow me in the bathroom. Earn it the hard way.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's phenomenal. So obviously she's not into it, and the best part is she's from North Dakota, and she has that North Dakota accent. Like,
don't you know?
Yeah, it was so, and she fucking did phenomenal. Whoever that actress is, did great. I don't know if she's really from North Dakota, but if not, she fucking nailed that accent. From the people that I know that I met in North Dakota, shit like that. So it was great, and. The Charlie actually didn't have an idea to break him up because he was focusing on the waitress the whole time.
He was from the beginning. Because the meeting, what's your idea? He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna bang the waitress." Oh, you're on to something.
Yeah,
else.
You're on. He's on to something else. So what else? And then they didn't even listen to what Dee's idea was.
She's like, "That's not. You're not gonna listen to it anyway." And then she comes up with and then who came up with the idea to just kill him?
That was Dee's idea. Because remember, they're all freaking out. They're all arguing. And she's like, all right, everybody listen up. You're going to listen to me. Yeah. You're not going to like me. This is what we need to do. And so then, next thing you know, they're like, Dennis takes him and Brian Jr. or Chase and the mom into the alley or whatever. And he's like, you gotta hurry up, get away. Like, there's people watching me, but my name's not Brian Lefebvre. Do you remember the name that he said? I can't think of it, but it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was. Oh, I can't remember either.
Yeah, my real name's this. And it was just like a whole, like, macho fucking name. Yeah. It literally made me laugh out loud. But I only watched the episode once, so I can't remember. So they go in there, and honestly, the hardest I probably laughed at the whole fucking episode was he's like, oh, I've been shot. And he's like bleeding. She's like, well, where's the gunshot? He's like, oh, must not have heard it. And then the gunshot goes off. He's like, bang. Oh, it's delayed. That's how it happens here. And I just, like, when it went off, like, literally 5-10 seconds later, I fucking laughed. Yeah. So I'm like, that. I rewound that part. I'm like, I don't know why that got me perfect.
He's like, I don't know why you heard that first, but whatever. Go.
Yeah, and his acting is complete horse shit.
Yeah, just go leave now. Get out of here. And then the van pulls up. and the gang pulls up in a black van. Door opens up. They come out. Oh no, he's been shot. You better get out of here. And they say his name. They say,
Matt calls it by Dennis, Brian, and then whatever
the
that
new name. Right. Oh, you can't keep track of his names. He's got so many names now.
Yeah.
But before we keep going on that, I want to go back to the beginning of the episode. When he goes into the bar, he's like, "Quick, here's the deal. Somebody's coming. I'm not me. You're you." And Mac's like, "Well, I'm so and so." He introduces, and then Charlie's like, "Are you left-handed?" And then he's like, "That's not going to come up." And then she comes in. "Oh, I'm Brian Lefebvre. This is Prudence, my sister." And Mac's like, "I'm so and so." He's like, "No, you're Mac." And then Charlie's like, "He's left-handed."
He just looks at her. He's like, "That doesn't. Why would that ever have to come up?"
Oh my god. So anyway, sorry about that.
No.
So fast forward.
Probably how we should have started talking about that. So start at the beginning. That's my fault.
No, it's all good. So at the end, he's shot. He's in the alley. The gang's like, "You got to get going." So she kind of kicks him like, "Look, get up. Like, I only brought you here so you can be a part of your son's life. I don't want anything for you. You guys are really, kind of crazy. Go ahead and say bye to Brian Jr. and then we're leaving."
Yeah.
So then he grabs Brian Jr. and
which I figured was going to happen.
Right, and he's pretty emotional about it,
Yeah.
which...
because he hugs him, he says, "I love you, Dad," or "Bye, Dad," or whatever he says.
Whatever, yeah. And for a while, Dennis looks like he has feelings.
Yeah.
Which is strange because he's
Weird
either a
as fuck.
psycho or a sociopath and he doesn't have feelings. So
Right.
I was kind of thinking he doesn't have feelings for the kid. I think it's more about himself and his legacy maybe something like that. Or maybe he does have feelings.
Yeah.
Maybe he does.
I legit thought it was going to turn out it wasn't going to be his kid. And let me correct myself. I thought it wasn't going to be his kid in this episode.
Gotcha.
So we haven't said how it ends yet, which we're getting there. But I figured they'd find out it wasn't going to be his episode, and like that's how it was going to end, like with him doing something crazy and just like freaking out or whatever is how I thought it was going to end, seeing it.
Yeah.
But how it ends is they're all in the bar, and he's like, "I'm leaving."
Oh my God! Wait, hold on. Before that,
Okay.
though, so watching it live, it goes to commercial. They come back, and then one of my favorite parts. There's so many favorite parts, but they're all dancing and they're doing their trademark.
Oh
dance.
yes, that's right.
So Mac's doing his elbow dance.
Yeah, and he's doing the karate chops
elbow
and
karate
shit.
dance. Dee is doing her like a car dealership.
It's almost like the
wavy
whole
flag
fucking
thing.
season was
Yes.
gonna end.
Yeah.
Like that's how they left it off.
So Dee's doing her dance like the wind dance thing, and then Charlie's doing the butt dance to make people happy. Yeah, and then Dennis is just sitting there like
He's sitting at the bar on a stool looking at them. And,
Right.
Yeah, Frank's dancing. Yeah.
And he's like, "You know what? Fuck this. I'm out. I'm gonna go to North Dakota. I'm gonna raise
Brian Jr.
Brian Jr." And he's like, "I don't want to. I want to be there, like I didn't have my dad." And Frank's like, "You talking about me or what's his name?" And then so Dennis leaves the bar and he tries to do his exit like usual. He's like, "No, you guys don't talk. I'm exiting. Fuck it." And then he leaves, and that's how season 12 ends.
Yeah, and he's just like, "All right, I'm done." And he shuts the lights off, and they're like, "We're still here."
Yeah.
Which to me, it seems like they started film like they didn't know if they were going to get renewed, and like that's
Maybe.
how they were going to end. Which I would have been okay with that whole entire. I would have wanted to know what was going to happen to Dennis. So yeah, that's how the season ends. Is he's going off to North Dakota to be a dad, and they're all standing in the bar.
Right.
Door shuts. Credits roll. So
Yep.
I'm like, oh fuck!
Shit.
I still don't think that's his kid. I think that's how they're going to play. I could be way wrong. Maybe it'll be just like where he's going to go back and forth, or maybe they'll try to get him to come back. Like they're going to try to ruin it.
Yeah.
Just come back to Philly. So
Yeah.
I bet they spend a couple episodes in North Dakota something like that.
They could definitely do that. Or at the beginning of season 13, he could be like, "Yeah, it didn't work."
Just summarize what happened in the off time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's so many ways that it could go.
Oh, I know.
For sure.
I overall, hold on. I'm gonna just list off all 10 episodes real quick, and then I just kind of want to know. Then we'll just talk about overall season 12. So it started off with the gang turns black. The gang goes to the water park. Old lady house, a situation comedy. Wolf Cola, a public relations nightmare.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Making Dennis Reynolds a murderer. Hero or hate crime. The gang tends bar. A cricket's tale. And Dennis's double life.
God, Dude, honestly, the whole thing, it's a fucking solid season. Once you set all of those, besides the premiere, which is what we said, which it was still a good episode. It was still a good episode. It just wasn't up to par. But for me, like a season opener, that's fine.
Right. Yeah.
Like they didn't.
Same. Yeah,
it didn't
they were
bother
trying
me.
something out. They're fucking around.
I think it was a fantastic season. I mean, absolutely fantastic season.
You go from the opener, which most people are like, I give them props for trying it out.
Yeah.
Knowing that people don't like musicals and it's probably not going to be great. But then they
don't like black musicals.
But then it goes right into the water park, and I thought right off the bat, I'm like, that's going to be one of the best episodes of the season. That's so good.
And I still think it is.
Yeah,
like here. I don't know, it's, the Double Life, Water Park, and Hero of Hate Crime are probably my favorite.
Right.
Second one's like I love the Gang Tens bar only because like Dennis just wants to be so normal.
Yes.
But I would. It's hard for me to pick an all-time favorite. From this season, so that's where I stand. I'm not going to do it, but I would say those three are my favorite from the whole season.
I think there were so many good ones. Maybe like 6 really good episodes, and then like the Old Lady House was okay.
Yeah, it has some fucking great moments though.
Musical, yeah,
you know,
it did.
I wouldn't say that they have a bad episode, but I feel like every episode at least has like 2 or 3. Maybe 4 like good fucking moments where you legit laugh out loud. It's just the show sets such a high bar where you're literally pissing yourself almost the entire episode.
Right.
So when it's in a little bit of a lull, you're like, what the fuck? But I still catch myself laughing like a legitimate laugh out loud a couple of times during those down episodes. There's some of the current shows that I watch that are comedies. I don't laugh once at all through the whole fucking episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like to me, I know, and it's good. I think as long as like the fans, they want that good of an episode because I think it pushes them to write the best. So I mean, I'm glad that people critique it and shit like that because it's gonna make the show better. But overall, fucking A+, 100%.
Same.
So
like the last few years, every season opener or right before the season starts, I'm like, God damn, are they going to be able to do it again?
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck can they?
Are we talking about that?
This is season 7, season 8, season 9, and I'm like, ugh. I went back on Netflix and I looked at each season, you know, and I'm like, this is, and everyone is solid. Every season I look at, it's just a fucking great season. I mean, they've been kept doing it. So now they're signed for 2 more seasons. Personally, I think that's it.
Yeah, I don't think they'll sign for more.
I don't think I don't know if they could break the contract if they wanted to. But I think, I think you end on a high note. And even season 8, season 9, I'm like, oh, are they going to end it? Is it going to start falling off? And it hasn't. Like this to me, this is as good as any season. It might be their best season. I think if you do 2 more seasons, they could film for 2 seasons and then put half of them in season 13, half of them in season 14, and then end it. And I think, there's so much heat, but they're also, they're dropping heat. It's great. And I think, Charlie's in movies now. He just did Fist Fight. He's been in a few movies.
Yeah.
Sweet D's got her own TV show.
Yeah.
I think they probably want to end it.
My guess is, and I hope what they do is, I think they want to end it on their own terms.
Yes.
They fucking own FXX.
Yes.
They pretty much get away with almost anything. For God's sake, they fucking said cunt, faggot, nigger, all in fucking one episode. You know what I mean? Like, like who else is getting away with that?
Right.
So they fucking do what they want. They're so fantastic. I hope they end it how they want to end it. I don't ever want Danny DeVito to die, but he's getting up in age. Like, he would do it until he does, but I would hate for him to die in the middle of filming a season. And they have to like work around that. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully he dies after I do.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
I honestly I've been thinking about it.
I know, me too.
When I was in Hollywood, I think the only picture on the whatever the fuck they call that, gay road, not gay like that. God damn it, we'll edit that. I'm just kidding. Whatever the Hollywood, the Walk of Fame or whatever. I took a picture by Danny DeVito's star just because that's how.
Yeah, I love him in everything he does.
Usually, like we're in a death pool. I don't give a shit if celebrities die.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit. I'm not emotionally attached. Danny DeVito to me is different.
Yeah,
like, I would legit.
I don't even put him on my list because
I would never.
I don't even want to put that mojo out there.
No, I would never put Danny DeVito on my list. But when he dies, I will legit be sad.
Yeah, I will too.
That's how
for sure.
much respect I have for Danny DeVito.
And
I've been watching him since he was a kid, like War of the Roses. And,
Taxi and shit like that. You know, he was fucking Penguin in the Batman movies.
Yeah,
so.
he's been around for a long time, and he's
And they say he like in real life he parties hard. Like he's like, and he's phenomenal. So I think they want to end it on their own, and I hope that's what they do. I hope. I obviously want them to do it like forever. But the thing is, you don't want it just to like fade out. And you don't. Like, oh, that last season they should have ended it. Like I would rather just like Breaking Bad. Like they only did 5 seasons. Perfect. But Jesus, those fucking 5 seasons will fucking knock your socks off. So.
There wasn't a weak episode. It was planned. Not like Walking Dead or some shows where they're like,
you have filler episodes. Yep. Yeah, exactly.
The Office is a perfect example. The Office
was and I don't watch The Office, but I know about it.
The Office is as good of a show as you could get. It was spectacular. And it's on Netflix. Me and Cam watch it because she didn't really watch it. Whitey got me into The Office.
Yep.
I met him.
And we've talked about that before. So.
And I started watching. It's solid. Then, and everybody on The Office is really good together. And Steve Carell is the main guy. He left, and they tried to keep it going. And they brought in really, really fucking good guys. I mean, they brought in Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
They brought it for a couple episodes to fill in as a boss. They brought in Will Ferrell. At like Will Ferrell's peak, they brought in guys like that to try to carry the show. You couldn't do it. You could bring anybody in there. Those are some of the funniest people on the planet.
Yeah.
You can't do it. You can't replace like the main guy. And and The Office just fell off and it got weird and it was like, shit, they should have ended that shit.
Right.
Like 3 seasons before it got to that. But it's still a solid show. I would never watch the last few seasons.
But I feel that, sorry to interrupt, but I feel that like It's Always Sunny fans want it that way. I mean, I know I speak like speaking for all of them, but like when it's just, just you and I. Just speaking on behalf, because I know that's how we feel, but I think most people feel that way. I mean, I know Spencer, he's a huge It's Always Sunny fan, so I'm sure he probably has that take. I don't want to speak for him, but I mean, we'll definitely.
Yeah, nobody wants to see it go off, and then I think also with 2 seasons left, now they could be like, all right, let's plan our exit strategy, and they could put all their focus into this.
Yeah,
and it could even be better than the season 12, which is hard to do.
Yeah,
but now they're like, all right, let's end it. And now they could get creative. Who the fuck knows how they're going to end it?
Right, yeah. And I feel like when they do, because it's a show that when you watch it, you can't just jump into it. Like, because they throw back all the time. They're going to go back to season 1.
Yeah.
And it's like, we'll have to watch the whole season to, like, realize that they went back. They're going to tie everything in together. Yep. So, and I think that they can do that. Like through the last 2 seasons. So I really hope that's what they do. Like, I don't want it to be done, but if they can end it like how they want, they can end it on their own terms. Like, I hope that's how it happens. And I know when they said that they signed for these last 3 years, they said that they were setting records. I don't know if it's because any show hasn't gone like that many. I mean, there are some shows that have gone that many seasons. They're in like their 20th season or whatever. But I think maybe for like either a comedy show or a halftime show, like to be at fucking season 12 and still fucking getting the ratings that they are and everything like that, it's mind blowing.
Right. Yeah. I've never met anybody that doesn't like Always Sunny. I know people that don't watch it, which is fine. There's a lot of shows I don't watch.
Yeah. Even
they're highly recommended, and it's just tough to get them in.
Yeah.
But. Yeah, it's such a good show, and yeah, you do have to watch from the beginning. Like, and I was talking to Cam about it when we watched the season finale. I said, yeah, if you didn't know the show, you'd be like, it's kind of funny, but there's so much.
Yeah.
Like, and if you're not a fan like us, like you're not catching the Brian Lefebvre, you're not catching the Wade Boggs, you're not catching her drunk on the scale when you had your bout with alcohol. Like there's so many throwback and tie-ins, and with the cricket going back to 2 episodes. This whole season, there's been a lot. That made me think like you did. Like maybe if you didn't know they did another 2 episodes, you would have thought it might have been leading to the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they're tying so many things together. But I love that.
How fucking ending would it be? Dennis ends up being a fucking dad, just jetting out of Philly.
Yeah.
No, it's phenomenal, man.
But he'll for sure be back. There's no way they're going to continue without him. And the last 2 seasons are going to be fucking amazing. I can't. The season went by so quick, dude.
Yeah.
10 episodes. And when they do end it, I think, we were both speculating, after 14 seasons, shit, you still have 14 seasons that you could watch anytime you want to. You could rewatch, so there's tons of content there. So it's not like you'll never see it again.
Right.
It's there forever.
Absolutely, man. That was phenomenal. So any other final things for It's Always Sunny? So for people who don't watch it, who are tired of it, we are done talking. We might bring it up every once in a great while. I'm sure once the degenerate gets back on, we're going to ask him about it. So we're definitely not done talking about it, but for the most part, it's not going to fill up, almost 40 minutes of a podcast here. So one quick thing before we jump into the special episode, which I think is funny that we're calling a special episode, because if anybody reads the description or sees the picture on YouTube, they're going to know what this is all about. We're hiding it from people. Yeah. But I just want to jump into... the
death pool.
Yeah, the death pool. Yep.
So the death pool is still going strong. Not a lot of deaths in our pool. I have one hit, and then my sister J-Ho has another hit. They're both wrestlers. I think she had George the Animal Steel.
Yep.
I had my main man Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Yep.
So we still are figuring out the money. As long as we get the money in before it ends.
Yeah.
So
we'll reach out to people here. Yeah,
we'll rush out
for sure. And so hold down place 1 and 2. We still got to decide. Like we said, we wanted to pay out to 4 space or top 4 spots. J-Ho doesn't like that. She thinks spot 4 is a bitch spot. So I think we'll probably just do top 4. I think is what you and I decided.
And I keep talking to people. I was just talking to Medina the other day.
Medina.
But next year we're gonna have like 40 people in there. Everybody wants. A lot of people didn't get in. They didn't follow the directions.
Yeah.
We couldn't really give them the right directions because we didn't know what to happen. But pretty much the clock was going. People thought they were in. They didn't get their picks submitted because you have to actually add those to the funeral hole. So there's a lot of people that wanted to be in that aren't in, and there's a lot of people for next year. But we got a long way to go before that comes up. But it's gonna keep getting bigger.
It's gonna be
year.
phenomenal for sure. So before we jump into the special episode thing, I want to thank you, Cam, for doing all this, all the help. You take our podcast to the next level. I'm not just saying that. It's fucking awesome. Yeah. So thanks for being here, helping us out. Before we jump in, I'm going to let you explain it. It's going to be fucking phenomenal. Everybody knows this is a cooking podcast.
Absolutely.
I know a big pet peeve for a lot of people is hearing people eat.
Yeah.
I'm going to apologize right now because it's not the best thing for a podcast, but trust me, once you hear the rest of it, if you haven't figured out what's happening right now, you're going to want to stay tuned. So I just want to apologize for all that. Just be careful, like I said, with the volume. I don't know how loud it's going to get with what's going to happen. So the reason our fucking special episode 30, you want to explain what's going on? And
I'll try to explain it the best way I can. So and we've talked a little bit about this before. So a few months ago, you introduced me to the show on YouTube. It's a show by First We Feast, and the show is called Hot Ones.
Yep.
And it's with Sean Evans. He interviews celebrities, and they eat hot wings. They eat 10 hot wings, and they start with a sauce that's pretty mild, and they end with a sauce that some people can't make it that hot.
Yeah.
And then the people that do, they're in obvious pain.
Yeah.
As the heat increases from the sauce, so do the questions.
Yeah.
And it's a really, really good show.
Yeah. I mean, it gets kind of long. I mean, it does. Some episodes are like 20, but I love it. I try to watch.
No, I'm so glad you introduced me to it. I love it. And like I said it before, at first I didn't love Sean Evans.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I love him. I don't know what it is.
And the best part is, like, he has done, there's like close to 50 episodes, and he eats the wings right along with them. And he has done every episode. So
and now they're starting to do other stuff. Like he was with.
I think they're getting huge because he started having like all these comedians. Like I heard about it because Bert Kreischer talked about it on his podcast, and then he was on there. Finally got on there. So that was the first one that I watched. And I've gone back and watched some other ones. It's a phenomenal concept.
Yes.
For all you nasties out there, if you haven't figured out what we're doing right now, we're gonna do the Hot Ones challenge. So
we were talking. We both fell in love with Hot Ones.
Yeah.
He's had rappers. He's had he had Charlie Day was just on there. Russell Brand, Prince Amukamara, the Gronk.
Yeah.
Athletes, rappers, actors. We want to give a nod to Hot Ones, and we want to attempt our own episode.
Yeah, and by any means, we're not stealing their idea. Like, there's other people, and I think we talked about this before, that they're trying to do it, and they've had to take their videos down.
Yeah.
We're just doing it because this is something that we would do normally.
Right.
So we don't have the exact same hot sauces for a couple of reasons.
Right.
And I'll let you go into that. Okay. But what's that?
He has the blueberry one.
Oh yeah. Yep. But we won't. Oh, fuck, I lost my train of thought.
It's all right. So like every time we podcast, we have YouTube on in the background. And today we're watching Hot Ones. Right now, Charlie Day's on there doing the challenge, and he kills it. Yeah. So we have 10 hot sauces. I grilled up some wings yesterday. Yeah. We're going to do Q&A. Thanks to everybody who sent in questions. Camus is going to assist us. We have sauces that start low. We're going to talk about the sauces, where we got the sauces. Mm-hmm. And the last few sauces are going to be tough. I don't know how it's going to go. I know it's going to be it might be a suck fest. We're gonna get through it. I promise you that. Yeah. But it might be tough.
We have a puke bucket just in case.
Yeah, we got milk.
Yeah, we're gonna milk, and that's what I was gonna say is that we're not trying to rip off. We're not gonna be doing this, guys. We're not gonna be interviewing. That's why we wanted questions so we can do it, just to say that we've done it.
Yeah, and for we're not stealing the idea. We're giving a shout out to Hot Ones.
Yeah,
like we love your show, and this is just a nod, a tribute.
Yeah, and it's just audio,
that.
which is phenomenal for an eating show. You can't see the sweat, so like I said, we don't know how it's gonna go. This is why we've been so fucking excited.
Yes.
Like it. Can't wait. Bought a lot of hot sauces, for it. Not all of them, again, are the same. We do have some of the similar ones, and we'll let you know what's the same. And they change theirs up too.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Oh, so what we'll do is we'll start. We're gonna both eat the wings at the same time. Canvas is gonna read us a question from Q&A, and we'll talk about the sauces, the facts that we know about it. We could talk about where we got them. Again, they start off real mild. And then they're gonna keep getting hotter, and we're gonna try to do our best to answer these questions, and let's fucking do this.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
So fucking excited. I'm so hungry too. That's the thing.
That works
Some of those
great.
wet wipes, would you, just so I have them ready?
Yeah.
Careful, like.
Messy.
Yeah.
So our first sauce for our first wing is something most people should be familiar with. It's Red Devil cayenne pepper sauce.
Yeah. How are you with hot sauce? Or how are you just with hot things in general? So, like, for me, like, I love, like, on a Philly cheesesteak, you put jalapenos or jalapenos, is like what we like to say. But I've never had anything this hot ever in my entire life. So, I don't know how I'm going to handle it. I'm going to push through it. I really want to make it all the way through. But I feel like we don't need to, like, bitch out. You know what I mean? It's our podcast. We can't bitch out. I may just be, like, eating it, crying at the same time, shitting myself. But bunch of extra clothes just in case.
Oh,
so.
smart. No, I say I like hot things. I mean, fuck, my name's Spicy.
Yeah.
So if I go somewhere, like you go to a Chinese restaurant or whatever, I'm like, make it hot.
Yeah.
Make it as hot as you could get it. But that's nothing like what we have prepared for. I like hot things, but I don't like to hurt hot.
Yeah.
You know? So this is like another level. Our first few sauces should be in a good range to where it's a good burn. Like you want that in a wing.
Yep.
But towards the end, it's something that normal people don't eat, stuff like that. When you eat that stuff, it releases endorphins in you, and it releases like chemicals in your body,
Like semen?
like semen, and it like is a coping mechanism. A lot of people in places that are very hot climates, they eat hot things to sweat, and it helps cool them.
Yeah.
Some people are just more conditioned for hot stuff. Italians, I don't think are.
My dad could eat fucking
yeah?
hot stuff. He
Shit,
could.
I
He
might
was
be
really
really wrong,
good.
dude. I might be really wrong.
I'm sure I'm way more of a bitch when it comes to it.
Oh.
So I'm gonna push through it for sure. But I'm fucking stoked. Let's get to it for sure.
And like for me, I was gonna tell you earlier the hottest thing I ate. I was at the state fair and they had some jelly, and I want to say it was like just a super hot habanero, but I ate that jelly and I milk, lemonade. Nothing cooled it, and I'm just like, oh, and that was the hottest thing I've eaten, and so let's do this.
Absolutely.
So we got Frank's Red Devil hot sauce. Hope you like these wings, bro.
Oh, dude, yeah, phenomenal. Thank you for cooking them, by the way, for sure. So, absolutely. Just do a little dab here, and then cheers.
Cheers.
Sorry for the silence and why we're eating here. So,
All right, Camus, whenever you're ready, we're ready.
For question number one?
yeah.
All right, number one. If you could ask your pet 3 questions, what would they be?
That's a phenomenal question.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? You got 3 pets, so
I'd probably ask each one question. Mm-hmm. The wings are good, by the way.
yeah,
And
they're
the sauce,
phenomenal, man.
you can't go wrong with Red Devil. Like I'm more of a Frank's hot sauce.
Yeah.
It's about the same heat, but
Yeah,
fuck, that's really good.
yeah,
I
really
might
good.
switch to Red Devil instead of Frank's. That's a good question. I've never thought about that. I would ask them. I take the question as all 3 of those motherfuckers are lined up and they're listening to me. And I'm like, well, it's informal though. Like nobody's dressed up, you know. Like I'm just wearing like what I have on. But I'm like, hey, so, and then I would ask them, and they would be like, oh well, shit. Well, this is the answer. So I would ask them, what can I do to like help you? Like, are you guys okay? Kind of thing. And then I would ask them if they know anything about outer space or aliens or
Oh, dude, that's
life,
a fucking legit question.
like a life
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I wouldn't ask them if there was a god because they'd laugh. And be
Right.
Like, no, of course not, dumbass. Of course not. I'd ask them questions about life and see if they knew that, which they don't. They're idiots.
Right.
They're idiots. They're stupid. And then the third question, shit, I don't know. I would, if I would only get 3 questions, I would really take some time to think what I should ask them.
Yeah, if you had time to prep.
I would ask them how do they like being like a cat or a dog, and what do they think about humans, kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's all I got.
Yeah, one of my questions would be like, what do you think about humans? But the thing is, like, my dog, we got him as a puppy, so he only knows like us, so that might be kind of a loaded question. But I know, like, my dog, he goes fucking insane when he sees like a squirrel out on our back porch. When we let him out, and he just goes flying down. There, so I'd be like, I want to know what goes through your mind, like when you see that. Like, do you like want to try to kill it, or do you just like want to play with it, or like exactly like what goes through your mind? Because he just fucking freaks out, because he's a Wheaten Terrier, so that terrier he just goes insane, 100 miles an hour.
Shouts
So
out
I'd
Fred.
want to know that, and then I would want to know his thoughts about seeing J-Pags and I naked together.
Oh, yeah,
so
like, do you watch us have sex?
yeah, I would want
like
to know
it?
that. Like, well, I know he watches.
right.
It's not that, but I would just like maybe get some pointers or something. So
Oh yeah,
it's a fucking solid question.
that's a solid question.
Who sent that in?
Lana.
Lana.
Yeah.
You watch Archer? Lana.
Oh yeah, that's from Archer. Nice. Great question. Lana.
Yeah, good hot sauce. We're still underneath the
damn.
jalapeno right now, right?
Yeah, so pretty much we'll talk about Scoville units. Some people will know what the Scoville unit is. Some people won't. Scoville is how they measure hotness.
I'm gonna go piss really quick before we get through
Go
here.
pee.
If you wanna
He's-
talk about that. Sorry.
So,
I had a bunch of coffee this morning because I had to get up super early.
Yeah, sure. So Pags is done. Like he couldn't handle the red devil. I will continue eating it. He's puking. So already. No. So the Scoville unit is how they measure heat, as far as heat. So it starts at a scale, and the hotter the things go, obviously the hotter the Scoville scale is, and it depends on the pepper and how hot the pepper is. Some peppers are genetically modified to be mild, like jalapenos in a store. Like a true like jalapeno pepper is pretty fucking hot. The ones that in the store, they aren't necessarily super hot. But a jalapeno pepper ranges between 2,500 to 8,000 Scoville units. What we just ate was the Red Devil is underneath that. It's only 800 to 1,200 Scoville units, so it's not as hot as a jalapeno. As we keep going, we're going to get the things that are exponentially higher than a jalapeno pepper. And that's how the Scoville unit works. We don't know how all the sauces, we don't know the Scoville unit for some of them, but we just know that they're fucking hot. So we'll keep you informed as we're going.
And some of them use the oil. Some of them use like crushed up pepper, and some of them use the oil, the hotter ones.
Right. Yeah, I believe so. And some of them use a multitude of peppers. Right now, the hottest pepper, for a while it was Ghost, and then it was the Trinidad Scorpion, and then now the hottest pepper on the planet is the Carolina Reaper. And I didn't write down what Scoville unit that is, but that's hot as fuck. A lot of the peppers we have in our sauces are, we got some Ghost, we got some, I think some Trinidad, and then I don't think anything has a Carolina Reaper in it, but it has extracts and other stuff that are in there that are hot. But we'll get into those as we get going. But
I also wanted to pee before we get to the later ones because I had any hot sauce.
yeah, you don't
on
want to
my
be touching your
hands.
dick.
Oh,
You don't want to
yeah.
be touching your dick.
Touching your pee-pee.
That's why we got Cam here too.
Need some assistance.
her hands are going to stay clean this whole time. So, like I said, she's the MVP. Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, Jesus.
So the next sauce we're going to do is Tapatio. Now, if you don't know about Tapatio,
Who the
kill
fuck
yourself.
are you?
Tapatio
phenomenal.
is my favorite hot sauce when it comes to tacos and Mexican food. A lot of people like Cholula, the one with the little wooden top. I'm not shitting on Cholula. Is that how you say that, Kims?
I don't know.
Oh, damn it, you should have been there some research. No, I'm just kidding. No. Cholula is good. Tapatio for me, when you talk to, and I'll say real Mexicans, when you talk to real Mexicans, they eat Tapatio. So they know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
So that's why I go with Tapatio. Tapatio, again, it's not hot. It's the Scoville unit for Tapatio is only 3,000. So that's in the range of a jalapeno, like a milder jalapeno. It's not super hot, good flavor. You can put it on wings. I've never had it on wings.
Yeah,
I
I haven't
usually do
either.
it for tacos, so we're gonna try that out next, and then we'll answer another question.
Hell yeah. Yeah, get it all up on there.
Roll it in there. You guys are getting
yeah.
less and less sauce.
Cheers.
As the sauce goes on.
Yeah, we will be.
All right, your question for the Tapatio is from Maverick. And he says, what is your favorite and least favorite restaurant and why?
Good question. Mm-hmm. Got a nice little burn to it. This hot sauce.
Yeah,
it's a little bit more than what I thought it was. Jesus.
It definitely makes me nervous because...
Got the milk yet? You want the milk?
No, we don't need it, but I wasn't expecting... I mean, it's good. I don't remember it being that...
Got a hot no. And it definitely tastes better on tacos.
Yeah.
The Red Devil is fucking tits on wings. Tapatio is good. Not good on wings. But it has a little bit more heat than I was expecting.
Yeah, so favorite restaurant. Well...
That's a great question. This is a cooking show.
Yeah. I would say probably... I don't know, man. It's fucking hard. I love any, like... Can't think of like somebody's like you could eat at one restaurant for the rest of your life or like for your last meal or whatever. Choose any restaurant. I don't know what I would pick. Like there's nothing that just stands out because I just love all sorts of different types of foods and stuff. You know. I would say probably my least favorite, only because I worked there for like 4 fucking years, would be Applebee's. But I still go there to eat once in a great while because they do have some good stuff that I like. Yeah. But I would think if there's a bunch of restaurants that would be at my bottom. Again, it's only because I spent so much time there. I loved it when I was like a teenager. Yeah. But didn't know much. So, but I'm like my all-time favorite place. I haven't been to like a super uber fancy place, but I don't know if I'd really like fit into like, you know, one of those. Nah. But I don't know, like a good like Famous Dave's is pretty good. Like Texas Roadhouse has some like good steaks, shit like that. I'm assuming McDonald's is not a restaurant, but I fucking hate McDonald's, so if you're going to consider that, I would say for sure, because it does technically say McDonald's restaurant. Yeah. So I would probably say that for sure if I had to choose one. Okay. Since it's in the name. But, yeah, that's my answer.
Shit. Yeah, I don't... Excuse me. Like, I now we're at the point where I like to cook, and I'm a decent cook. Camus likes to cook, and she's a great cook. So we do a lot of cooking ourselves. Every now and then we'll be like, fuck this. Let's not cook. Let's not shop, cook, and then clean up. Let's go fucking eat. Like the other day, went to Famous Dave's. It was a great idea. Because usually when you do takeout, it's pizza or Chinese. And we were like, fuck that. We just took it to go, and it was actually really good. Burn ends and some brisket. Fuck yeah. Sides and no cleanup.
Yeah, I would probably say barbecue. Like some type of a barbecue place if I had to pick. And now that we're down in... KC Mo, like they do a lot of fucking good barbecue down there. So,
yeah, I don't know. I would say my worst restaurant would either be a fast food place like a McDonald's, or it would be a like a buffet, like maybe Old Cunts and Butts, Old Cunts buffet.
Gangsta like Charlie's, it's fucking awful.
Yeah, the one in Lincoln is good, I think.
Yeah, no, it's not bad, but Old Cunts and Butts. For anybody who doesn't know that, that's Old Country Buffet? Yeah. But we used to eat there for drill, and we used to just call it Old Cunts and Butts. Yeah. So it's a solid question, Vito.
Yeah, it's a solid question. It's tough for me to pick a favorite, but yeah, I would say, shit, I don't know. I would say something like maybe Texas Roadhouse, even though I like the steaks we grill so much better than the steaks. But I'm just gonna give a generic answer and say.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, McDonald's has its place. When you're fucking hammered at 2 and you got like a DD or something like that, like it has its place, and I'll still go there. But if that's the only time that I eat there, and JPEGs and I talk like we don't ever want to take G there or anything like that. Now that's what we say. It'll probably happen because we'll be like, fucking just shut them up.
Any place that's gonna be my favorite is because I like Red Lobster, I like Famous Dave's, I like those. It has to be a family-owned place, like maybe Stella's. Yeah. You've been to Stella's, our first podcast. Yeah. It would have to be a family-owned place. It can't be a chain restaurant. Yeah. So any one of my favorites, so I'll say Stella's is my generic answer, but it's got to be a family-owned place. It can't be a chain restaurant.
That fucking place that when you guys were down in Kansas City, we went to that gave out the cinnamon rolls. How fucking great was that place? Like I can never remember the name of it, but it's like home or neighborhood cafe. I think now that I think of it, but yeah, they give you complimentary like cinnamon rolls when you get there. It's we just went there a couple weeks ago. It was our first outing with G, and we had T-Ferg, Joey, and the Degenerate with us. So and we all I got like chicken and waffles. So usually like when you order chicken and waffles, it's just like the waffle and the chicken. These motherfuckers took it to the next level. The waffle, it came out like a sandwich. The waffle was the bread. They had like a chicken tender as the chicken with some fucking cheese. Shit. Oh my god, that's like I ordered it and the degenerate got it fucking too. So he's like, "Oh, that fucking
damn,
sounds
dude.
amazing." So, oh yeah, we crushed it. It was awesome.
Yeah, that sounds fucking good. Yeah, any kind of place like that, like a mama papa store where they have like their own thing, and yeah, those are gonna be good. Mm-hmm. Those are gonna be good. All right, let's keep it moving, man.
Yeah.
We're doing pretty good.
Yeah, like you said, that last one that I hit, I was like,
whoa,
"Whoa,
wait a minute, wait a fucking minute." This is 2. So the next one, I'll explain a little bit. It's called Lava Dia de Sol. So it's lava from the sun, right? Okay. It's Portuguese style sauce, and I got this sauce from Volcanic Peppers. Now, Volcanic Peppers is like a mom and pop shop that is in Bellevue, Nebraska. So the owner, I don't remember his name. I never met him. I met his brother and his sister the 2 times I went there. But they started growing peppers, and this is around, ghost pepper was the hottest pepper around this time. And they started growing peppers, mixing up in their kitchen and selling it, and it's hot shit is getting more and more popular. So they started blowing up. The sister said the house stunk, like it was always smelled like hot peppers. So they opened up a place in like Plattsmouth. Now they open up in Bellevue, but they're getting great reviews. They're blowing up. Online orders is probably where it's at, and then you got people that come in the store. But we got 3 sauces from Volcanic Peppers. Check them out. And not only are the sauces hot, I have tried 3 of the sauces from Volcanic Peppers. Not only are they hot, they're delicious. They're not just
I haven't had any, and you've been telling me about it for a while. So.
Yeah, some sauces they put hot shit or extract in there, and it's meant to just make people hurt. These we'll find out they're delicious. They got heat, but they're
many
delicious.
Volcanic Peppers sauces do we have on?
We have 3 out of the 10, and in the store they have salsa, they have like wing sauce, they have powder, they have seasoning packets.
Imagine antiquing somebody with that powder.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. So
I don't know why my mind went there, but when you said powders,
right. So this stuff, not sure on the Scoville unit. It's hot sauce. They said the Portuguese sauce, you could put it in sandwiches, you could put it on wings, you could put it on everything. It's orange. It's pretty orange, and it's got the sun with rays, and it says lava with sun with flames around it. Dia de Sol. So we'll try this out next, and this is gonna be really delicious. Hopefully it's not. Oh shit! Hopefully it's not too.
Oh
fat.
my
That
God.
came out fast.
You have to use all of that.
No.
way.
Just so everybody knows my strategy, I changed it. I'm doing all wings first and then going to drums at the end. I think it'll be better to try to eat
shit.
around like the wings. So,
That smells good, man.
cheers.
Cheers.
All right, this is a longer question.
Okay.
And the person who submitted the question is Dirty Mike. Dirty Mike also supplied the answer.
Good bite.
Good.
Thanks for supplying the answer. Also, that hot sauce
Oh, that's bomb.
hit me in the back of the throat.
It's fucking tasty.
Hate it when that
That's fucking That's why we have her here, folks.
All right, your question is, name the best movie you have ever seen on Netflix that was rated 2 stars or under, but you thought that it should have been rated higher.
Oh, that's a fucking solid
That's a
question.
solid
God damn.
question.
By the way, sorry to interrupt. That fucking hot sauce is phenomenal, man.
So good.
That's really good.
Yeah, I
Really
say that
fun.
I'm gonna put it on the podcast later.
God damn. Okay, a 2-star movie. I love. Real quick, off topic. I love YouTube and I love Netflix. Netflix is fucking absolutely killing it. I have to think about that for a minute. Do you?
I kind of have one. What was his? You said he has. What's his answer?
So his answer is a movie called Repeaters.
Okay.
He says it's about 3 addicts who relive the same day over and over in rehab, and time doesn't progress until they make amends with their family.
Oh shit! I've
Repeaters.
never even heard. That sounds good though.
Yeah,
I think I've
I'm
heard
gonna have
that.
to add
name.
it to my list.
I think I've heard that name before, but
The only movie that I could really think of, we just watched Yoga Hosers. It wasn't. It was. I think above 2 stars.
Okay.
It wasn't great. I was faded as fuck. Thank God. I don't
Yeah.
remember a lot of it. But the Degenerate told me about this movie, and it's called Stalled, and it's not on Netflix because I went to look for it the other day. It's not on there anymore. I almost positive it had 2 stars or later. I don't know if I would rate it more, but it's about a janitor who is cleaning, I think, the woman's bathroom, and then the zombie apocalypse breaks out, and he gets caught in one of the bathroom stalls, and it's bad. It's so bad, it's good. It's one of those movies. So I would, if it is, let's just assume it's a 2-star, I would probably give it a 3, just because I'm like, oh my God, like, really?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. So I like that. So that would be my answer. It's not on Netflix, at least as of last week when I was, that's funny that it just came up randomly, but I was talking about it again and went to show it to somebody and it just wasn't there. So
shit. Fuck, that's tough. Like I usually run into the opposite where I find something that's 4 or 5 stars, watch it, and I'm like, this is dog shit.
All right, well, name one of those movies then, if that's easier.
There's so many of those. I'm trying to think of something I watched on Netflix recently.
What was that Ouija movie rated? Remember?
Ouija, The Origin of Evil. I don't think that's on Netflix. I think that was 1, 2, 3 movies, but that one. Usually horror movies are rated low, but that's for a reason. Sometimes you'll run into one. Ouija, Origin of Evil, was fantastic, and I'm sure it got low ratings. But that was if you're a horror movie fan, check that shit out. I'm trying to think real quick. Either a good or a bad movie I've seen on Netflix. The latest one I watched, I can't explain it or talk about the actors in it because I can't remember their names. I'll bring it up. It was I think rated well, and it wasn't that good to me. It was with the guy who was in Wilfred, the skinny actor who was in Wilfred on FX with the dog.
Yeah, I know the show. Like, is that Elijah Wood?
Yeah, I think it's Elijah Wood.
The guy who plays in Lord of the Rings and shit, right?
Yep.
Yeah, him. I think that it's Elijah Wood, right? Really pretty blue eyes.
Yeah, he's got
no
gorgeous
homo.
eyes. Gorgeous eyes, no homo. It was with him, and it was with the girl from She's Out of My League, the ex-girlfriend with the brown hair.
Oh yeah,
they're like neighbors, and the girl gets she gets robbed. Her laptop and stuff gets
sounds
taken.
like it would be a good movie.
Yeah, the police aren't doing anything. She's like, I'm tracking it right now. They're like, well, yeah, put that in the police report. She goes to the neighbor, who's Elijah Wood, and he's just like a crazy person. He does like karate. He's got ninja stuff. He's like, I'll help you. So then they go on like this vigilante thing.
Yeah.
To like, they start like killing people and shit. So
Jesus.
I'll go with that one. I can't remember the name of it. That's a great question.
Yeah,
that's a tough one.
Solid question, Dirty Mike.
Off the top of my head.
I don't watch a lot of movies. Like, I mean, ever since we got Netflix, I'm a series, and then usually if I see a 2-star movie, I'm not probably gonna watch it. Right. So, but no, that's a fucking. I'm gonna have to check out Repeaters, right?
Repeaters.
That one looks good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll keep moving. And if I come up with one, I'll tweet it.
Yeah,
I'll send Dirty Mike one that I just off the top of my head I can't think of.
And now I know it seems like we're blazing through these hot sauces because we are, but no pun intended. When it gets to these later ones, it's going to take a lot longer to recover. Right. I feel so.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We're going to start getting there. So the next hot sauce, I'm very anxious to try it.
Yes.
So this is the hot sauce from the show, from First We Feast and the show Hot Ones. It's called First We Feast presents Hot Ones, Homeboys Fiery Chipotle.
Yeah, and it's their hot sauce.
Their hot sauce that they created from the show.
And it's on every episode that they
It's on every episode. They made it. They went to Heatonist, and it's called Homeboys Fiery Chipotle. So Heatonist is a website. They sell all sorts of different websites. They sent a letter thanking us for getting it and telling us to enjoy it. On the show, they said it's delicious. The Hot Ones, Homeboys hot sauce is 15,600 Scoville units.
Oh, Jesus.
And yeah, so
that's like a fucking jump up, man. Yeah. We fucking jumped up real quick.
Yeah, so it gets pretty hot, and shit, I don't remember how many. I think this is 15,000. I must not have written down. This is about 16,000. No, oh yeah, right here. Yeah, I already said it too. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh, we are drinking. I'm drinking vodka. It's 15,600 Scoville units.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pour this out. It smells like it's going to be a lot hotter than I think it's going to be, but
yeah, I'm really interested to see what you think about this one.
Yeah,
It smells really hot.
I bet it's going to be. It's going
to be a kick to the dick, is what it's going to be.
I like your strategy with the wings and the drums later.
You just taking one of mine, you son of a bitch.
Oh shit! I just
Jesus.
Yeah, you have a row. They're equally distributed between wings and legs.
Oh, you should have told me that.
No, you've been pulling out of yours the whole time. It was just the first time.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna get a healthy dose of this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be able to give it a fair assessment.
She probably blew extra kisses on your wings though. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, cheers.
Y'all, cheers, brother.
All right, what's the question?
All right.
That's good.
It's a little delayed. It's delayed.
It's sweet. It's sweet, and there's some heat in there. It's good.
All right, your question is from Kelly. What would you do if you could be invisible for just one day?
Great question.
Man.
I'm actually going to put more.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I felt like the other one was a little bit hotter than this, unless it's like really delayed. So that's good shit,
Yeah, that's
man.
good shit. Okay, if I could be invisible for a day,
I think like how it goes. You go one of two ways. You either go like very perverted, or you go to, depending on how invisible you are, like where you try to like, I don't know. My mind goes to like try to like get some money. Steal some money.
Immediately I thought heist. I thought
heist
time.
Some type of heist, or you go perverted where you try to see who you want to like. But I think that's just probably most common answers. I feel.
Yeah, I always
people say, but I go heist.
My motto is since I was a little kid has been money over bitches.
Yeah.
MOB. So you always. I'm just kidding. Camus, earmuffs. No, yeah, you go. I go with the heist. Like that's creepy to think about. Like, yeah, if you're a kid, maybe you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go in the girls' locker room.
Yeah,
no,
that's weird as fuck.
I'm gonna design a plan. I'm gonna design a plan to figure out how to get codes to doors to get money. But so it's gonna be a fucking heist.
Yeah, so I think you either go like you do the heist one of two ways. You try to get a bank and try to get a lot. But the thing is, I'm assuming the money's not invisible, so how are you going to get that out there? Or you go into, like, a grocery store, go to, like, each register, and when they open it, just, like, jack, like, a couple bills here and just, like, try to hit up a bunch of different stores that way would probably be the easiest. Because, say, theoretically, if you're invisible and you put the money in your pocket, you could, like, see the money. Like, a lot of people may not be like, oh, there's just a $20 bill. It's like, yeah. So I think maybe that's the way. Because if you go to a bank, I mean, you're going to have to, like, carry a bag, which wouldn't be invisible. Yeah. Like, if you're going to try to get as much as possible. So I think if you have 24 hours, you hit up, like, just a bunch of random, like, fuck McDonald's, you know, when they open it, you pop money out there. Which kind of sucks, because then you're going to fuck the people over out of jobs. But,
not worried about that.
Yeah, we're not worried about that. Right. So, but yeah, I think... Don't you think that's probably the better way to... Yes. I mean, how are you going to get away with it? You can just throw it down and just fucking nobody's going to see you. Right. But I think it'd be the easiest way. Yeah. But if you could score from a bank... Mouth is still a little tingly. Yeah, if you can score at a bank, that'd be the most money for sure. You get like a fucking brick or something, you know?
Yeah, we'd have to know how exactly it works. Can you put a duffel bag underneath your jacket and then it's camouflaged? Or do you have to just get... codes and numbers and passcodes while nobody sees you.
And so then if that's the case, I think that's the way. Then you just don't do it during, if you can get the codes and shit, then you just go at night and it doesn't matter if they see on the camera that a fucking brick of money's walking out, you know?
That's true.
But I would assume you can't hide anything and it's invisible. I think if you have like anything you put in your pocket, like they can just see that.
Yeah,
you know what I
too.
mean?
I think that's how it would work too.
But I don't know, but then it's just like, you can't see if I have anything in my jean pocket because it's behind that, so technically, but you're not going to be putting fat stacks in your pockets, like, really much.
No.
Unless you're Lil Wayne in a music video.
That's true. Yeah, so that sauce was really good.
Yeah,
and it's got some heat. Like, my mouth is still kind of hot from it. But yeah, I liked it because it was hot, and then it was sweet, and then it really starts to kick in.
It has pineapple in
it. So, yeah, you could. That's what the sweetness is. Yeah, I like that.
It's good, bro.
All right, so the next sauce, I've had this one. So this one, Camus bought this one. It's called Total Domination Wing Sauce No. 2.
Yeah, she did.
And it has a Scotch bonnet pepper in it and blackberry. And on the scale from mild to hot, it's almost all the way at hot. Not sure on the Scoville units. I know it's hot, and I don't like the taste of it. But I'll see what you think. It says the sweet but mostly spicy Scotch bonnet pepper. The combination with sweet blackberry makes this spicy wing sauce perfect for chicken, pork, or salmon. So I'm gonna shake it up real good.
Yeah, but you don't like the taste of it.
I don't like the taste of it.
Well, I appreciate you going into it with it again.
Fuck it, dude.
Fuck it, dude. I like how you're being careful now that
that one, the wide mouth, like that sauce we want to keep.
Yeah.
You know, some of these other sauces might last for 10 years, just doing a drop at a time. But that sauce, we eat all that.
Stick to your side now, sucker.
Yeah.
Get there. This is the fucking best idea. Well, I say that now because we're only halfway through.
Right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
No,
No, you don't like the taste either.
no. It hits like sweet, kind of,
Mm-hmm.
and then it goes into like a. I don't know what it tastes like, but I don't like the taste.
It's got a little burn. Yeah.
Yeah, but the taste is not good.
It's sweet, but it's almost like a sour because the blackberry. Mm-hmm. It's burning my lips. I'll tell you that.
All right, the question for this one is, what is your worst or strangest habit?
Jesus.
I'll answer that right now. Mine is chewing.
Yeah.
I'm a chewer. I'm addicted to tobacco. I'm an addict. I'm an addict to nicotine.
Yeah.
I think it's not as gross as smoking, but it's still a gross habit, and it's not healthy. And I'll tell you, I spend money on it, and it's killing me. It's stupid. I should try to quit. Maybe another year, maybe. But,
Yeah.
that's for sure. Probably my worst habit.
Yeah.
I should ask Camus what she thinks my worst habit is, but maybe I don't want her to tell it on
Yeah.
live. I don't know what she's gonna say, but what about you, sir?
It's hard. I don't smoke or chew, so it wouldn't be that. But that would probably be my answer. I mean, I drink. I like drinking. It's not super overly excessive, which I know is a contradictory of anybody who's listened to all 30 episodes of the podcast.
Yeah.
But it doesn't affect my. Like, I could stop drinking for like ever if I needed to, and I would be okay. I'm not addicted to it. I mean, I'm a pretty big dude. Like, I feel like I probably overeat more than I should. This because I love food so much and I eat so quick. And I'm just like, oh, and I'm like still hungry. If I would like to learn to slow down, take my time, I'd probably eat less. And that just not. Usually when I do anything, I do like at 100%. Like whether it's getting tattoos, whether it's this podcast, I'm all about it. If I could just do that with working out, it would be fucking phenomenal. But I can't. So. I don't know. Maybe having a kid might change that here in like a year or so, hopefully. But I would probably say that.
You want to work out and get in better shape?
I would like to, yeah. I definitely do. And the thing is, I like working out. I think we've talked about this before. Yeah. Once I get out there, I'm fine. And I'll do really good. And then, like, I was running really well. And then I was like, I need a new pair of running shoes because these ones were killing me. And then I never got them. Then I, like, fell back out of it. And it's just I always just find an excuse. Yeah. But I like working out for doing, like, team stuff or, like, games and stuff. But, yeah, I would say that probably just because I could have a better overall life if I got into working out like that. So
Same here, you know. It always comes up. Like, there's always so many things going on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm moving, I'm doing this, I'm trying to... But I'll tell myself, I'm like, maybe I should not drink so much. Maybe I should stop chewing. Maybe I should eat healthy. Maybe I should work out. Maybe I should probably just work on one thing at a time.
Right.
But it's tough if you don't work out. Getting into the rhythm is the hardest part. I would say join one of those gyms where you work out with like a trainer or instructor.
Yeah.
Like when I did a FXB, was that what it's called? Yeah. FXB, I think.
Farrell's Extreme Body.
Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was great working out with people. When you got somebody yelling at you, it kind of takes you back to basic training. And you don't want to be a bitch.
Right.
You know, like, come on, Pags, go, work. Let's go. Don't stop, go. When you got somebody doing that, it's a lot different than you just at the gym, like, okay, I could do 2 more.
Right.
When we're working out with people and then you're encouraging other people, like, come on, man, you got this. And they're encouraging you. It was a good environment. You know, like, I can't skip a workout. They're going to fucking call me out when I come Thursday if I don't go Wednesday.
Right.
The only downside to that is it's a lot of time.
Yeah.
If you do it every day like you're supposed to. And then, of course, it's a lot of money. But I would suggest one of those for myself and you.
Stop drinking for like 6 months.
If you stop drinking for 6 months, you don't even have to go to the gym. I would lose so much weight.
Right.
But great question.
That's a solid question.
Whose question was that?
It had a name. I feel like this was an anonymous one.
Well, whoever that is, let us know what your answer is. So, how are you feeling right now?
I'm good, man. I fucking want to move on because that fucking one tasted like shit.
Yeah,
I can still taste it. I'm not stinging, but the taste, I'm just like, I'm afraid to burp because I don't want that to come back.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either. It's just like a dark. I don't know. So this is halfway done. So you got. The good news is
we're halfway done.
The bad news is we're going into things that are exponentially hotter now, and these aren't going to be as pleasant as the first 5. So we're jumping right up to Blair's original death sauce with Chipotle. So this is Blair's is one of the sauces they use on Hot Ones. They use the Megadeth as their final,
and that's their hottest.
That's their hottest. We're going to get into that. This is the original, so it's way down. They have like 14 different sauces, maybe approximately. And this one is somewhere in the middle. The Blair's original death sauce with Chipotle. It's still hot. It's 30,000. Let me check my notes real quick. 30,000 Scoville units, and it's 6 times hotter than a jalapeno. It comes in a box, and it comes with a skull on a chain on it.
Jesus.
And it looks, you can see peppers and shit here. Shake
Yeah.
that up and look at it. You can see peppers in there. I haven't tried that. We just opened that one up. Oh, no, we tried it. I'm sorry. We tried it. Once we found out it wasn't Megadeth, we're like, well, we'll try it. So this is sauce number 6.
Yeah, it was ordered by accident because we wanted to make a death sauce.
Correct.
But
it's
we'll get to the reason why. Yeah, we'll get to
Oh, Jesus.
No, that's good. That's good. That's actually perfect. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, we're not cheersing yet. Let me get up in here. It's like I don't want to get too much, but I want to make sure I get enough so I don't look like a bitch. That's good.
All right.
Cheers.
All right, cheers, brother.
Much better taste. Off the bat, way better. I don't know if it's better to try to keep the chicken up here or get the sting in the back of the throat.
Oh, see, it hurts on the mouth and on the lips, on the tongue. Like for me, it stays on the tongue. The tongue is better than the back of the throat, though. You get it in your throat.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like it's super hot yet, but it's getting there. I can feel it.
There's always a delay. It's good. I really like that.
Sorry for the...
You can taste the chipotle.
Yeah, can I get another one of those?
Oh, yeah. You can taste the chipotle. Oh, thanks, man. And I'm not a big chipotle guy. That's really
That's
good.
That's good.
Really
I like it.
Right,
Sorry for the talking with mouthfuls of shit. So it's gonna
While
happen.
you're cleaning up,
Oh, yeah.
your question for this one
Fuck, I
is,
forgot we had a question.
did Ahmad Syed do it?
Does it say who's
Mine.
Oh, good? So
We kind of got into this before.
yeah. So what that's a great question, Camus. God
Yeah.
damn, she's
Killing it.
Babe, can you fill up my drink? I'll put it right here, okay?
So for what they're talking about is Anad Syed, I believe is how it's pronounced. It's the Serial podcast. It's season 1. And what happened was he is currently in jail because what's his girlfriend's or ex-girlfriend's name? I don't remember her name.
No, God damn it, fuck it. No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm sure Cam will tell us when she gets here. But anyway, he's in jail for her murder.
Yes.
And he's claiming this whole time that he had never done it. And so the Serial podcast, like I said, season 1, they had done a whole fucking series on it, or a whole season of their podcast on it. And just wants to know after listening to that, if we think that he did it or not. Now, for me, you guys have just recently finished it up.
Yes.
It's been a while since I've listened to it.
Yes.
But I still think at the end, I think part of me just wants to say that he did it. I just felt that he did it. Even though there was like a bunch of and I can't think of the evidence now, which you'll probably go into, I'm sure. But it's still stinging a little bit. It's good. It's a good sting. Yeah, yeah.
From the hot ones is 15,000. That's 30,000. So that's twice as hot.
Yeah, I'm doing way better than what I thought I was going
me too.
to. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a burn, but it's a good burn. Like I would eat that sauce.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So anyway, but I think in the end, if we were to be able to go back and watch it and see it, I think he probably had done it. Yes.
I agree completely. I think the motherfucker did it. I think they don't have any evidence. They found a body with no DNA evidence on it. The only thing that they have is the person that he says, his accomplice, that says he showed him the body and was like, hey, help me bury the body. It wasn't somebody they weren't great friends, which is kind of weird. But he was kind of a shady guy. Jay's kind of a shady guy. Thanks, babe. And that's why they think he asked him. But why would he make that up? Go to the police, do statements. He knew where her car was. Nobody else knew. Yeah. I think, I don't think, like I said before, you don't have that kind of beef where you're like, fuck this guy. I'm coming up with this. I'm like, you just, I mean, how does that happen? You'd be like, oh, I know this girl's dead. Somebody else killed her. I'm going to pin it on this guy because fuck this guy. Right. Unless, I don't know. I think for sure he did it. I think you don't get the whole story because Jay's trying to protect himself. And, but I think Saeed did it. Do you remember her girlfriend's name, Cam?
Which girlfriend?
The one who died.
Hey.
Hey, yeah. God damn.
Yeah, I knew you would know. I just been so long. But yeah, I think overall I did. What do you think?
You know, I went back and forth through the series.
See, me too, the whole time, and I think if I had to choose, I just feel that...
I think he did it. I think him and Jay were both involved. like you said, Dennis, I don't think the story is true. But while I think he did it, I don't think that there was enough evidence to convict him.
Right. No, I agree.
So I think it's kind of both. I'm really interested to see what happens with his trial.
Yeah.
Yes.
To see what comes out of that. The thing that tipped it for me is that Jane knew where the car was.
Yes.
Right.
Without that, I probably could have gone. I think it's amazing that he's held straight to his story this whole time.
Yeah.
Syed, but stranger things have happened. And,
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, at this point, he can't say he did it. You know. So.
No. And I think. Yeah, I agree. We listened to it, the whole thing together, and we were both kind of back and forth. And then towards the end, I'm like, the motherfucker did it. There's no other explanation. Who did it then?
Right.
If he didn't do it, who did it?
Yeah, that's the question. That if they would have had another person who could have convinced me did it, but there isn't anybody else.
But like you said, I don't think there's enough to keep him
No,
in jail
I
either,
don't. He shouldn't have.
so.
He shouldn't have got
He shouldn't
convicted.
have been convicted.
So now,
Sounds like he got fucked by his lawyer too. So.
right?
Yeah, she sounds
His
like
alibi,
that was part of it.
his one alibi. She had it written down in the notes. She didn't even contact her to ask her. She didn't bring that up.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it.
Smells of fuckery to me.
Yeah.
It was probably the lawyer.
It sounds like the lawyer kind of going
Crazy.
a little bit.
Yeah,
Got
she's-
disbarred and-
Whether it was medical reasons or mental health reasons, I don't think that she probably tracked the trial. It sounds like she pissed the judge off, pissed
Yep.
the jury off.
Yeah.
in the first trial.
But she was a solid lawyer before that. That's why he went
Yeah.
with her.
Yeah, she was
I mean,
a
again,
lawyer.
this is all per the
Yeah.
listen to it. Again, it's called Serial. Season 1 is absolutely phenomenal. And they do updates as it goes. I haven't had an update in a while, but
I'm looking forward to whatever season 3 is going to be.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait to listen to that.
it's going to be awesome.
So we're watching Hot Ones on YouTube just in the background. Danny Brown's on there. I don't know if you're a fan of Danny Brown.
A little, yeah.
I like his music. He's a weird guy, you know. He's
Yeah.
kind of new school, but he did pretty good on here, and he's just a funny fucking dude. All right, so we'll go into the next sauce.
I'm telling you, we're doing way better than what I thought.
Yeah,
we
we're
would
doing-
be.
we're doing great.
I'm not gonna lie. Like for not really eating a lot of hot stuff, I feel like
You're killing it. Like my mouth is. It's hot.
I'm a little sticky,
I
but I'm
definitely
not
feel
like
my lips,
uncomfortable at
correct.
all.
Same here. So this next sauce is from Volcanic Peppers, local. It's called Lava Chocolate Lightning Hot Sauce. It's a hot sauce made with chocolate habanero, mash infused with a custom blend of volcanic pepper dust. They sell the dust. It's fucking hot. The blend of powders includes smoked habanero, butte, jalokia,
Nailed it.
ghost pepper, maruga scorpion. This trio of super chilies combined with the fruitiness, tang, and fire from the chocolate habanero mash gives you an all-around heat flavor you can enjoy on almost anything.
Damn, I can't believe you memorized that, man.
Yeah, I'm good like that. It's got a good kick and a hot flavor. I don't know how many Scoville units it is with the ghost pepper.
We
and
have
that,
4 left, including this one, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, with the ghost pepper dust and the chocolate habanero.
I feel like it's like we're on a whole nother level right now. Like we're gonna go up.
yeah, this
So,
is gonna start. It's gonna start getting hotter here.
I'm hoping maybe if it just gets too hot, I just feel like I'm like super faded. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
just.
Right. So all right, lava chocolate lightning. Shouts out volcanic peppers.
Yeah.
So I want to do all my big wings so I could eat the whole thing, and then as it gets later, I won't need a fuck ton of sauce on there. So
It's good.
I gotta get some more.
Yeah, yeah. You get some. Oh, it looks good, bro. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's burning immediately.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yep. There it is.
That's a different.
Fuck. Where?
You're in a whole new
That's a whole new level.
Yeah. Oh my
The
god.
wings are delicious.
Oh yeah, they're fucking. Even they're getting a little colder. My lips are on fucking fire right now.
All right, you guys ready to listen to the question?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is another one from Dirty Mike.
Okay.
He also supplies his answer.
Oh, I like that, man.
I
I like
do
that he
too.
does his answer. That's fucking phenomenal.
Your question is, if you had to choose one funny story that you had been involved in to be told at your funeral that would sum up your life, what would it be?
God damn. What's his answer? What's his answer?
Hotter.
Yeah, what's his answer while we fight through this?
Sweating.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dirty Mike's answer is either the night of my 25th birthday or the pizza incident. Pagnasty has details on both.
Yeah, I sure do. Fuck!
That's a game changer there.
That's milk time is what that is.
I'm glad I poured the milk because my tongue is on fire, my mouth, my
My
lips.
lips.
I put a lot on there.
Yeah, so did I.
Oh, you.
That was a mistake.
I don't even remember the
I'm
question.
lightheaded as fuck
I don't
right
know that
now.
question. A story you're involved in?
You're involved in that would sum up your life that they could tell at your funeral.
I don't want to breathe because it hurts.
Yeah. I'm still chewing, so like once I get it down, I'm gonna drink some milk. But
Oh no.
some vodka. Oh, you go first. You got one? Or maybe if you need to tell Mikey's story quick,
Yeah,
and then we can.
I can't get into the 25th birthday because that's so much, but I kind of remember the pizza incident. It's a fucking hilarious story. So back in high school, sorry, drinking milk. Give me a sec. Back in high school, we used to work at Pizza Hut, and he was working late with our manager, and it was something fucking stupid. Like 10 minutes before close, like 11:20. I think we closed at like 11:30. It was super late, but then like 14 people come in for like this 12-year-old's birthday party, like that late. He got so pissed because they just like shut down, or like was getting ready to shut down the still stinging here, shut down the stove and stuff. He just got fucking pissed. He took a pizza and he threw it, and it was fucking stuck to the wall. It was the dough. It wasn't cooked yet.
Yeah.
It stuck to the wall, and our boss, shouts out Rito, name's Rito, but we just called her Rito. She just fucking walked by and like walks past the wall and sees it and like takes a step back and looks at it. It's like, you know, you're cleaning that up. He's like, yeah, I know. She's like, all right, let's get this done. I think that's how the story. It's been like probably a decade since I've heard the story. But next time he's on, we will have him tell it, make sure. But that's a fucking hilarious story to me. He's wham, and it just like legit just sticks to the fucking wall. And then our 25th birthday, I mean, we can wait till our guest tonight come and we can kind of get into it more. But it was the year after my dad passed away, so like the first everything anybody ever had, like somebody major in their life passed away, like the first Christmas, all that, it's always the worst. So we turned 25 that year and we had a big party, and everybody was just fucking hammered. And Dirty Mike usually just fucking passes out early. He's always one of the first ones to pass out. But I don't know, man. He was on some fucking other level. He was the last one up with me. And we've partied together. You know I'm usually one of the last ones up. Yeah. I like to just fucking go. And he was one of the last ones up. And him and I just go out to our dad's shed and just start listening to music. And I pass out in the chair, and then I like wake up and he's gone, and it was fucking freezing. Oh, shit. Because our birthday's in December. Yeah. So we had the wood stove going for a little bit, but then it kind of just died out. And so I fucking walk back into the house and I just go in. Everybody's just passed out everywhere. And we can get, like I said, more into stories about other people later. It's starting to wear off now, so yeah. I'm feeling a little bit better. But anyway, so next morning, I mean, my mom probably had 10, 15 people just pass out at the house, and people are going in, shitting, puking, everybody's just hung over. And one of my best friends, Rob, he goes in, he's like, why are the shower curtains closed? He's like, whose clothes are those? And he just fucking opens it, and Mikey is naked in the bath, laying in the fetal position because he got so cold out there. He just took a hot bath and he just passed out. Thank God he didn't slip down into the water. And Rob just fucking bust up laughing. And Mikey wakes up, he's like, oh, because you ever know, you've ever been like curled up and you finally stretch out like in the cold water, and now it's fucking freezing cold. His hands are all pruned. He's like, oh, what happened? So that story amongst like with everything else that, because we might end up telling the story later, but it's phenomenal. The fact that luckily he didn't fucking drown, thank God.
That's scary.
Yeah, it's fucking, those are his two stories.
Dude, I love that because it's a funny story, it's a great story, and it explains who Mikey is, you know. That's solid.
Yeah.
That's solid.
So I would probably say like that for sure, 25th birthday, because I mean, we ended up going to the fucking bar like 6 o'clock. Like in the afternoon, we closed it down. We went back to my mom's and continued to party with everybody. It's just like everybody was there. And next day, I mean, people had like cold peas on their head because they're so hungover and shit. So yeah. So like I would probably say that, or I don't know, man. I fucking love our last AT together, man. That whole fucking 3 weeks,
dude. As I was thinking, I'm like. So here's what's going on in my head, and then
besides fighting through the pain,
and then I'll let you finish. Yeah. So with the heat. It was hot, man. Yeah. And it was hotter than I thought it was going to be. Yeah. It's still hot. So, like, immediately, I'm like, oh, it's hot immediately. And then, as, like, the next 2 minutes, it's hot. I ate the whole wing.
Yeah, I did
and
too.
my whole wing was coated in it.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to chew it down. As soon as I get it down, then I'm like, okay, I could drink water.
Stuff it down with brown.
So yes, stuff it down brown. So as you're telling the story, I start drinking milk, and while the milk's in, I'm like, yeah, it's settling down. And then as soon as I start breathing,
yeah, that's why like you don't want to breathe because like just the air fucking hurts.
I'm like, no, it's back. Like it's not. Then I drink milk.
It's not gone. It's not gone.
So I got vodka and Pedialyte. I got vitamin C milk and I got water, and I'm kind of alternating between those. Yeah. And as I'm drinking, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fine now. And then as I started breathing again, I'm like, oh, it's fucking hot. You were telling a story, so yours probably way hotter.
I don't know if I told it correctly because I'm still lightheaded.
I feel the same way. I feel like lightheaded. Like I started getting high. High. And then I'm soaking that in. I'm listening to the story, and then I'm trying to think of my story. Yourself. And then I'm looking at these other 3 sauces like, oh shit! Like this ain't a joke, ladies and gentlemen. This is real shit.
Yeah.
So but as I was soaking all those things in, I was able to understand most of the story. And it's scary. That I'm glad everything's all right, but it's a great story, and it definitely sums up Mikey.
Yeah. That's
a great answer. And I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to have a good answer like that. But what I did think about, immediately I thought of our AT and Cali.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to tell the whole story, but I think, like me, I try to take care of people.
Right.
And So for that, it was all about you guys. It was about you and Conrad Condezi's last AT, and we did what we needed to do for training. But other than that, we went up to PCH, we went up to Monterey. We said, fuck you.
Fuck yeah.
We did whatever we needed to do. We had a great time in San Jose. We had a great time in San Francisco. I would say that story sums me up as who is. It's a great story.
Yeah, and there's so many stories like within stories. Yeah, so I would say that too. I would want that but I would want that story told from like your perspective. Okay. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like because it was at a eulogy, right? Is that what he said? Told. So
and I was thinking about that too. Like I would almost want you to pick a story for me, and I would want that kind of thing because you would know. That'd be easier to do than pick a story.
If I had to pick a story for you, it would be the fucking Denmark story for sure. Like that, which I know that like it involves you, but it's not like strictly about you.
Yeah.
But
damn great story. Man.
Yeah. So so one of those. I think that's where I would go. My 25th birthday, along with that. Like I said, there's so much more that I'm hoping with some future guests that we can get into, and I don't want to like dick tease like that, but I just want to, it's just absolutely phenomenal. So. But yeah, it was good. And probably also the house I lived in, like with Rob and Harris, and then Maverick lived there for a little bit, and then for most of it, and then we had just other rotating, like a sum up of that. Like we had, because we were the party house,
right?
For Rob and I worked at Applebee's, and like everybody would come over, so like that, and just like stories that comes out of that. So Joey Diaz,
shouts out Coco.
Yeah, shouts out.
There's 2 Coco Diaz's in the house right now.
Oh, yeah, it's true. He's on Hot Ones, so and he brings his own fucking blue cheese. Blue cheese with wings to go fucking mother.
Drenched by the end of it.
Oh yeah, he sweats so much.
But his shirt looks like he just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Joey Diaz is one of the funniest motherfuckers on the planet, man.
Ever of all time.
I only watched this one once. I'll probably watch that one again.
Have you? We'll have to watch. But did you watch this last season of This Is Not Happening?
No.
Oh man,
because once they pulled it off of YouTube, I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, well, they just put up his last story from last season, unedited on YouTube. We'll watch it after this because it's fucking phenomenal.
I started. It came back. Like for a while, I was like, "Fuck this!" Like, it was unedited on YouTube, and then all of a sudden, you couldn't watch it anymore. And I was like, "Fuck!" So I didn't watch any of the last seasons, but I saw it started coming back, but I haven't watched any of them.
Oh my god, his story is probably one of the best stories. I mean, he closed out because they always make him close out, and it's fucking. He gives a shout out to Italian people on there, and it's fucking. We'll watch it because you will be pissing yourself laughing so fucking hard. I'm ready to move on, man.
Yeah, let's do it. I feel good.
I feel fantastic.
I feel good.
Now. Yeah.
I'm still a little high. I feel a little high. But like I'm not hurting at all.
See, now I'm like, oh, that wasn't that bad,
right?
Because we're on the downhill side of that one. So
the first 5 minutes, I was not expecting. I was hurting.
Just so you know, this question you got to answer first because I took the
last
one.
You
but I had a story prep that was already there. Like I was just going off of like
Mikey.
I don't even know what I was saying, but I know it was in my brain somewhere. might have just been talking about Batman the whole time. I really don't. I'm gonna have to listen to it back. It's probably not even close to the story. It's probably not even that pizza story. It's probably like a different one. You know? No. About the time I caught the pizza on my dick, like the apple pie. And...
You're speaking Spanish, dude. I didn't even say anything you said. All right, so this next sauce, this is from Volcanic Peppers. This is one of their hotter ones.
Is this the last one from them, or
this is the last one from Volcanic Peppers, and this one is called the Machine, screaming
not
hot
Burt
wing
Kreischer,
sauce. Not Burt Kreischer. So the Machine, I looked up the video on YouTube. When we went in there,
nervous.
We went into something very hot, and they said, "Oh yeah, this is what you want." So the Machine is this guy. There's Burt Kreischer Machine. This is another the Machine. So this guy...
Not as good.
Not as good, of course. He reviews peppers.
Speaking of which,
they
just flash back to the Machine.
Oh, shit. But they
Hold on, I gotta
Machine.
No, go ahead. I just talked to the listeners. PS4 is gonna try to kick down. That's what we're watching YouTube on, so we gotta make sure it doesn't... There we go.
Yeah, I was trying to go to sleep. So the Machine, this version, eats peppers and stuff and does reviews on them. He's, I guess, well known in the game of pepper ratings.
Yeah.
So they made him his own sauce. He eats the sauce in a YouTube review. He says it's one of the hotter sauces he reviews, and he says it's delicious. But it's a picture of him with devil horns, fire coming out of the top of his head. That's what it looks like. The guy eats peppers for a living. They dedicated that sauce to him, and
that's kind of cool, though.
Yeah, that's very cool. And he says it's one of the hotter sauces.
I hope people are enjoying this, man, because I'm having a fucking blast. I know you're enjoying it. He's fucking watching us in pain, but
I shouldn't have smelled it. It smells like pain.
Oh
It's
my!
really creamy, like the...
Yeah, it's orange. It's orange, almost like the lava Dia de Sol. It's got an orange flavor. Let me see what's in here real quick. The scorching wing sauce is named for the man they call the Machine, because Steve eats the hottest sauces and peppers around like a machine. Although this sauce is quite hot, it is also packed with great savory flavor and coats wings nicely. Yeah, because it's creamy.
That was another one. I guess we didn't talk about it because, or maybe we said it. I don't remember because it was so hot. But that last sauce tasted good. It
did. That's
it actually
thing.
tasted
Right.
good. It was just the heat.
Yeah,
so.
it's not just like pain. It's delicious.
Yeah.
You know. So I don't know. Again, this is from Volcanic Pepper. Shouts out there in Bellevue.
Yeah.
And it's hot. It's just a hot fucking sauce.
You got a wing and a leg left after that. So
Okay.
and I got 2 legs. Just I don't know if you want to keep the same thing as I'm going, because it's just easier to eat it all and try to get it down quicker. So all right, let's do this.
Are you saying I should eat the...
I'm saying you should maybe just get the wing so you can fight
yeah.
through it. It's just easier to eat the drum,
you're
the leg. So I mean, you do what you want, you son of a bitch. Oh my god.
That's probably enough. That's good, right?
That's a lot.
That's a lot. But that's at least half the wing is coated. It coats well. Like it's a
Cheers.
Great... Cheers, buddy.
We'll see you in hell. Not yet. We're getting there. Go ahead.
Oh fuck!
It's
in the back of my throat.
For this from Kevin, any 2017 resolutions that you have already failed at?
Not eating spicy stuff. It's not hitting me. It's not hitting me hard yet.
It's hot. I'm gonna put a little bit more on there.
Like it hurt.
Because I coated one side, but
Yeah.
the other side was completely...
My lips are burning. It doesn't sting yet like the last one.
It's not as hot as the last one.
Great
yet.
fucking taste. Great taste.
It's delicious. It's definitely hot buffalo sauce.
Yeah.
It's starting to kick in. Oh, Kevin?
I don't think it's as hot as the other one.
It might not be. For me, it's still kicking in. Like, it's just now
It might
starting.
be a late release.
Yep. Oh yeah,
kicking
there it
in.
is. Wow, I'm like Charlie Day. It hits me late.
For me, now my tongue's on fire.
Holy
For me,
fuck.
it hit me in the back of the throat, and then it kind of went away. It's really starting to come in. It's like a rush.
Fill your mouth.
Yeah, it's like a rush. It's hitting.
Yeah. New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
So, great-
2017 resolutions.
Yeah.
So you failed at already.
Kevin, I didn't make any New Year's Eve resolutions.
Yeah, me neither. I don't usually do resolutions. If they are, it's like try to have more fun, which I always have a shit ton of
Yeah,
fun.
you do.
So.
That's you. No, I didn't make any. I've been working out more though. So I think, when did I start that? I think the end of last year. Yeah, I made a promise to myself. I made a promise to myself that if I'm at the firehouse, I'm working out. It's a 24-hour period.
I'm dying.
Even on our busy, yeah, I'm
fucking.
It hurts.
I'm dying right now.
It hurts. My tongue is on fire right now.
Lips.
Now do you feel like it's hotter?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Same here. I did better with that. I didn't make that a New Year's resolution, but I'm still working out at the firehouse, and I'm trying to start working out more when I'm on my days off and at home. I got a gym membership that Cam signed me up with. I haven't gone yet, other than to take a tour, but I'm gonna start doing it. So that's it. You?
No, I usually don't do New Year's resolutions. I just I'm not a big fan of it. Which, New Year's is my second favorite holiday. I love it, but I just never get into the resolution part of it.
What's your first favorite?
4th of July.
Same.
Goes 4th of July, New Year's, then the Super Bowl. My top 3 favorite holidays.
It's a holiday, man.
Yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, it is.
I like Thanksgiving's in there. I like Halloween, dude.
Yeah,
Halloween,
I'm a fan of Halloween too.
I like 4th of July.
If I have
Halloween.
a lot of friends, because I don't like to just go to random parties. I'm not that good at dressing up. Last year, I know when we did our podcast, that's by far my best Halloween.
Yes.
When I dressed up as Andy Reid. I do like Halloween, but that would probably come in as 4th for me behind the Super Bowl.
I don't want to do the next sauce yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm on the downside of it, but God, that was a fucking long. I was like, no, I'm good.
That delay.
It delays a motherfucker.
That delay, you're like, oh yeah, because it hit me before it hit you. Oh, my tongue is still when I breathe.
You think you can put more on, so you just start putting
Yeah, I don't know who would put more.
That
on
wasn't the one.
what.
That wasn't the one I put more on, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the other side. That was. I'm not doing that. I coated the whole.
He doesn't even remember.
Yeah, I feel high. I coated the whole side of my wing with it, and that's the orange. It's the creamy.
Yeah.
You guys are making
It's fucking bad. I know. It sounds like we're just two majorly over obese people eating cheesecake. Oh, it's so good.
Right, it sounds like we're sucking each other's dick.
Oh, hell yeah.
lots of slurping.
No, it hurts. I coated the whole side, and I'm like, God, the other side was
Look,
plain.
the whole fucking graph is just maxed out.
I'm still not over the hill. At first, I was like, yeah, maybe it's not as bad.
I'm over
as
the
lava
hill with
lightning.
the burning, but I'm still I'm high or lightheaded from I'm in fucking labor here.
Yeah.
I don't want to poop for the next 3 weeks.
either.
At all.
We'll get a cork or a butt plug. I'm legit. We do. I thought you said we have some.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
No, we don't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I saw that wink.
We could always get some. I almost killed my whole. I should start drinking the water and milk more than the vodka because it's early.
Yeah. We still got 2 other podcasts to do tonight.
Yeah.
What's going to happen is we're going to be doing our next podcast with our next guest. And it's just going to randomly both hit us. We'll be like, what's going on?
At this point, just be careful what we do with our hands.
I have been, yeah.
So,
I've just been digging at my teeth. So
I've been using wet wipes here and there. And I'm starting to come down a little bit. Don't touch your eyes. I got to try not to touch my eyes.
That's why I wanted to pee earlier.
Yeah, Cam's helping me pee for sure. Yeah, at this point, we almost might. I'm not going to put as much sauce on. Coat the whole wing like I've been doing for these 2. Just because I have a feeling these are going to be really, really
1,
bad.
2, 3, you have to coat them with the last 2 sauces.
Oh, shit. I can't you son of a bitch.
I wanted to get you before you got me because literally since we started in the back of my mind, I was like, I got to get him because I'm afraid you're going to get me.
And I gotta make a confession. I don't know if you know this already, but I haven't. My last 3 times that I've been challenged at the 1, 2, 3, I've lost. And I've not got over that hump.
Oh, shit.
I haven't really played. I was going to do a 1, 2, 3 the other day. My buddy Mike Grieve. And it was about calling somebody on the phone.
Yeah.
Somebody on the job who got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Not on a call, off duty, drunk, being an idiot.
Oh.
And we knew he was on our shift that day. He was at a station. And he was going to be like, hey, call, ask for him. And then be like, you got knocked the fuck out. And then hang out. And I'm like, man, they're doing it on the red phone. And I don't know if I should do that. And I wasn't scared to do it. We just didn't do it. But, yeah, I'm in. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really nervous. Not because I'm more nervous to lose, just because then it's 4 than I am coating the wings.
To coat it.
Right. I'm so nervous.
That's legit. I didn't know you were in that slump either.
I'm in
When's the
that
last time we talked about the 1, 2, 3 was on the podcast, and how many ago was that? We haven't talked it forever.
Yeah, it's to me it's horrifying. If I lose, it's 4 in a row.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. Dishing it out, I've won.
Yeah.
Somebody at work, Tony, he had to wear these striped gloves with the fingertips missing.
Yeah.
for like 6 hours at work, except for calls. Like I've issued it out, but I have not.
Now I know I said
myself.
I usually normally don't play, but I figured for this it would be okay.
Yeah, no,
and I'll up it if I stick you. Like I'll do it with you. I won't let you suffer because this shit's hard. So I'll definitely do it. Yeah. And then I'll suffer with you. So just to make it, since I never do it, I don't like to play it since I don't usually accept them at all. Yeah. And it's kind of a dick move on my part to do that. So honestly though, did you think about hitting me with the 1, 2, 3 with these sauces at all?
I did not.
Good. I've been thinking. I'm like, he'll definitely get me. I was like, oh, like doing extra dabs.
Whew, I'm just nervous, man. I'm trying to clear my mind. Try not to think of a number, and because sometimes when I do it, like you just get so anxious, you know.
Yeah. You bail right at the last minute.
You're sweat like a bitch.
It's so good.
I just see him and hear his voice. You know?
Yeah.
Let's up, cocksucker. It's like, well, I was with these two broads. Snorting 8 ball of coke. Yeah, sometimes I'll go in and I'm like, okay.
I burped and came back up.
Sometimes I'll Jesus. I'll have a number in my head. Other times I wait till we get to about 2. Yeah. And then something pops in my head. Yeah. Sometimes I don't look. Like it depends. Like I feel like this is pretty high stakes as you could get. Yeah. And then with the slump, it's absolutely horrifying for me.
I'll take another. Thanks.
There's nothing wrong with fear, ladies.
We're filling up on milk. Yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with fear. There's nothing wrong with fear.
You got to be honest with yourself, you know. I've done time in the Army. I'm a fireman. I respect fear. I have fear. Fear helps you live your life and keeps you safe. And there's nothing wrong with fear. You got to use that fear to motivate you and get through things. And you can't let fear. I always say you can't let fear deter you from living your life and do what you want to do. Yeah. You in that way you let fear use it as motivation to do it. You know. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with fear. People that are like, "Oh, I'm not scared of shit," and they're fucking full of shit. Yeah, or they're crazy.
I was nervous, a little scared to do this. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
The first part was fine, but
yeah, we're on the downhill slide. Good news, bad news is it's the 2 hottest sauces. So all right, dude, you ready?
Yep, ready.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
6.
Whew. You're out of the slump, brother. Congrats, man. Woo. That deserves.
Hey, thanks, man. That I feel great. Yeah. Honestly, it was terrifying almost. If I would have lost him,
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were playing with me. You're like, sometimes I look away when I say 2. I'm like,
I looked you right in your eyes.
No, I know, but when you said 2, I go, he wants me to try to say 2, and he's gonna go with something else. Like you just tried to
like
ninja that number.
Yeah, like the Will Smith movie, Focus. Yeah. No, I knew I had to. This is make or break for me. Yeah. You know,
that's awesome.
I just gave a goddamn.
I'm actually
speech.
more happy for you that you got out of it.
You would have to agree with me. But no, I just gave a goddamn fear speech. I knew I had to look you right in the eyes, and I had to fucking do it. I didn't think of 6 until I hit 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Ever since I said 1, 2, 3, I had 8 in my mind the whole time from the beginning. That's what I was gonna go with.
I was kind of thinking 8, and that's the thing. Like, I think the times I've lost, I've like, all right, I'm gonna go with 8, and then you go 1, and I'm looking at you, and I'm like, he could read it in my eyes.
You ever go up through and just say like a fucked up number, like 47? like just like because you don't know which one you want to go to, you just combine them or something.
We've talked about the 1, 2, 3 game. I feel high, like
I know.
Like I feel
it's because you broke it. You just fucking
well that sauce. I think the sauce and then breaking that it's like euphoric. But no, like it's for people who don't play. Sometimes it's high stakes, and you don't. Even if it's what you got to do if you're going to get embarrassed or eat something, sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes it's about just you don't want to lose. And then everybody in the room's like, oh, you lost, you suck.
Yeah, that's worse than sometimes the challenge.
Yeah, fuck. And then like for me, like 3 in a row, just like, oh my God. Like what the fuck? Like it fucks with your confidence. And that's why for me, one of the worst ones was a cinnamon roll. And I've told that story. I'm not going to tell the whole story, but like I felt like you get in your head about shit. And we won at the casino, like everything was. I won at like the football pool at work. I won at the casino, like $280. Like I can't lose.
There's there with an eagle the size of Texas.
For like 3 days, I was 10 feet tall. I had a 14-inch dick. Like I was the man.
That's just normal though.
Yeah, that's normal. But no, I felt like Like, fuck, you can't tell me shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the man, right? And then, and like, within 3 seconds, we both say, we're in the grocery store shopping for food to cook. And within that 3-second period, we both say 2, and I just, my confidence is fuck. Like, fuck. Like, all that high from that whole week just, boom. Like, it's the people that don't play it, you don't understand it, but it's that bad. Like, so then, like, it's crushing.
Yeah.
Because you lost, and it's embarrassing. And then you have to I had to eat a whole roll of raw dough.
Yeah.
That sucked.
My favorite.
It swole up in my stomach.
Yeah. My favorite is just when, like, looking at the, like, besides everybody, I love it when everybody's like, oh, but my favorite is when you look at the person who lost and the look on their face is always the same. It's always like, how did I lose that? Like, they're having trouble coming to terms with reality.
Yes.
And to me, the combination of that and everybody else celebrating is just the best. It's like, it's fucking, so I just time out and they just like froze like.
Yeah. I mean, it's so fun because I've obviously been on both sides of that. I've been a spectator.
Yeah.
If you're a spectator, it's awesome. If you're on the winning side, it's awesome. When you're on the losing side, I don't know how else to explain it. You put your head down and you're like, what the fuck?
It's like being
how did he know that? Like, why did he say that? Who says two?
The best thing I could tell you is probably like it's being a Falcons fan this year. It's probably like the best way to explain it, you know?
Yeah, it takes a little bit out of your soul every time you lose the 1-2-3 game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down. I'll just write down soul and 1-2-3 game and we'll have to tweet that later. But it takes a little bit out of your soul every time and it hurts. And then on the like Kitsman plays at work.
Yeah.
She's the only female at our firehouse, and she's the worst 1-2-3 player I've ever had. Statistically, I don't know how it fucking happens. She loses like half the time, and your odds are 1 in 9. She's had to drink the pickle juice.
Do the hair, right?
Yeah, I did her hair.
Yeah.
That one I did every day until I got it. So that one was gonna happen. It was like 8 of us went to Plattsmouth. We ate at Sister's Cafe, we do our food critic shit.
Yeah.
It's half Thai, half German restaurant. These gook broads are from Thailand. And one of them lived in Hamburg, Germany for 30 years. So half the restaurant, German, half Thai. It's delicious. They got a shithole bar across the street. This is Plattucky we're talking about.
Yeah.
They had these pickled eggs that's probably been in there for 30 years.
Oh my God. That just sounds awful.
Bang. 1-2-3. Lost. I'm like, oh my God. I tried it. It was disgusting.
Oh, that's
pickled
horrible.
eggs to me are gross already.
Oh yeah, I fucking
one of
hate
those.
them. Yeah.
But she's lost. Like
that probably came over with the people from Germany.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
But half the time she loses, she's awful. And I can't. And so I started throwing her like easy ones. Like, you got to get out of this slump. Like, it's impossible to be this bad. Like, and she's like, you guys are fucking with me. Like, no, we're not fucking with you. Like,
how do we? You don't even know what you're
you don't even
probably.
know what you're gonna say. Right. So now I was at that point. Like, how can I possibly 3 in a row? Like the number, 1 through 9, 1 in 9 chance. A 1 in 9 chance and a 1 in 9 chance. How? It's scary. Now, if y'all would have lost this, what? When it's my 5th one, like how nervous am I then?
Yeah.
I might have retired.
I'm glad. Man. Yeah, I'm glad I helped you out. Like I said, I know it like sucks since I don't normally play, but I figured on the podcast.
I love it, man.
I've taken some challenges on the podcast before, so I figured it's fair game there.
No, I
and
love
this
it,
whole
man.
literally, as soon as we decided to do this, in my head, I'm like, he's gonna try to give you at the 1, 2, 3 on the last sauce. That's why I waited second to last because I figured once we got to the last sauce, you were gonna try to hit me with it. So I was like, I'm gonna get one step ahead. I love that you didn't even think about it. So
no, I did. I wasn't. I love that you did it though.
Yeah.
That was exciting, man.
Dude, when I said it, the look
stakes.
in your eye, I knew.
The fear was there.
You had not told me that you were in that slump, and I knew just by looking at you, like the you died a little just from the challenge, just of the slump.
Just the thought of it. It's scary.
Oh no, not again.
This girl, I can't remember her name.
She's on Hot Ones. Still
Ones?
playing on YouTube.
She's on that. What is the food show? Master Chef or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
She did awesome on the show.
Yeah, she crushed it.
And she's super smart, pretty.
Yeah.
She looks like Indian or something, so that's probably nothing for her.
I'd do it again.
Hey-o. All right, my man, how you feeling?
I'm fucking great now, man. I'm living off the high off that 1, 2, 3 for you, man. I'm just as happy as you are. Right. I would have done it with you too, man.
I know, and you didn't even have to say that, but it meant a lot that you're like, no,
for sure.
You do it, I'm going to do it with you. I'm like, fuck, okay.
Hell yeah.
Well, love it. All right, so the next sauce.
Oh, yeah.
This is a bad one. So,
one
is, it's called Mad Dog 357 hot sauce.
And it's the second to last, and it's also the second to last one that
Yeah.
they use on Hot Ones.
So on Hot Ones Season 1, this was their hottest sauce. Now it's their second hottest sauce. It says, this sauce will blow you away. It says, warning, this sauce is very hot. Use it at your own risk. This sauce is very hot. It's 357,000 Scoville units. It's got 357,000 Scoville units.
Yeah, what was the very first one you started with? It was only 5,000, right?
Yeah.
No,
I think.
800.
Oh,
800.
The one that we thought was like way spicier than normal.
So this is Mad Dog 357. It's 357,000 Scoville units. It's 71 times hotter than a jalapeno pepper. Like Pag said, it's on the it's the second hottest one on the show, Hot Ones. And on the show, Sean Evans says this is the one he hates the most. It's something about the bite. It gives you a tough bite. It hurts. He doesn't enjoy it.
Take a look at it.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
and
check
also
that out.
like it doesn't
It's
taste
red.
good, right?
See, that's kind of what the impression I got. We just opened it up. I've never tried it. We smelled it. That was it. It didn't smell that strong. It smelled strange because it's probably peppers that we've never eaten. But
Yeah.
Sean Evans hates this one, which is kind of scary. And it's gonna suck, and it's gonna suck a lot worse than the machine. So just so we know what's coming. So I'm shaking it up right now. We'll pour it. It's a red sauce, like a dark red. It's not like an orange buffalo like some of the ones before. But yeah, it's got a reputation.
Yeah. No, I know I said I usually
Oh, you're
don't
putting
eat.
your hat on
I
backwards?
usually don't eat with the hat on because of my rules, but for this I figured it would just help soak up the sweat.
Yeah, right.
It's on backwards now. I like that you're matching me doing
Just
backwards.
like over the
because-
top, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
The low
we're
one.
gonna
Oh
need-
shit.
oh.
The lid wasn't all the way on. I was shaking it. That I got in my eye.
Oh, it'd have been
I
game
had to go
over.
to the ER, dude. Jesus Christ.
You got a huge blister on your eye.
Oh my god.
Just don't pour much out because I'm not soaking it, obviously.
No, we won't soak it. Yeah, we won't use all.
It's okay. How long is this bottle gonna last you
That's
guys?
true.
That's the
Forever.
last for. Yeah, it's just a little bit out there.
Oh my god.
All right, so we'll dab it, cheers, eat it, kind of describe it a little bit, and then we could get into the question. I got pee. But
Only two more to go.
yeah, we got this shit. Oh, there's some big fucking lanes I got left.
That's probably good. You probably want more meat to help.
There's like a whole disclaimer on this bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like a legal disclaimer.
yeah, this is,
I'm just doing a little
smart.
dab. Little dab will do ya. Cheers, biatch.
Cheers.
Fuck.
Right off the bat, it's got like that cayenne, like stingy sauce, but it's not horrible flavor.
Into the back of my throat.
Oh Jesus!
All right, I'm gonna read your question while you finish eating.
Okay.
This is another one from Maverick. It's another.
I don't like the taste. I think it tastes like dick.
Super cayenne. Yeah, super cayenne.
I'm not gonna lie, that fucking tastes. I'd rather have that fucking one earlier. Oh, I got hiccups.
Oh no.
Don't worry, Bees. The chuck bucket is up here. Fuck.
All right, question from Maverick.
Sorry.
If you only had $20 a day to eat on, and you had to choose one restaurant for every meal for the rest of your life to use that $20 a day, which one would you choose and why?
See, he knows this is a cooking show, so he said,
Right.
I'm fucking dying, man.
From the heat or from the
Heat.
taste?
Yeah, oh yeah. The taste is gone. Now it's just pain.
You can smell it, like the
That
cayenne.
was just a little dab.
It's painful. It's a lot. I'm still chewing. Like I can't get it down. Once it's down, I'll do some water, milk, vodka. Oh, so hot. Whew.
My drink, my rum and Pedialyte helps
Oh, I'm high.
till I swallow.
You're sweating now.
With you?
I don't.
All right,
wanna do that.
so Maverick.
That was Maverick, yes. And you only have $20 a day to eat at the same restaurant for the rest of your life. So
I'm fucking dying.
it has to be the same restaurant every day.
Okay. I would do like a buffet, like a good buffet.
I think that's the way to go. I'm lightheaded as fuck.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, I might like lightheaded. Like I might pass out.
I can't believe that.
Which is good.
The disclaimer on this. I think it's a real, like, I wonder if they've ever had a suit.
All right. I don't know. You got anything?
Some type of
It has to be
buffet.
something diverse. Yeah.
That switches food out.
Right. Yes, it's not the same food every day. And buffets are usually under $20.
This is the dumbest thing we've ever done.
Yeah, this isn't a game. This isn't a game, ladies and gentlemen.
Across the level.
I'm trying to slow my breathing down.
I'm trying
So
not
I'm
to
not as
breathe.
lightheaded.
Just a fan down here.
No, it's okay. It's cold as fuck. It feels good. Probably fuck with the microphone too.
I'm trying to think of a good buffet.
Yeah, what's
Something like a Vegas buffet, like
a casino
Like
buffet.
casino, like at Ameristar.
Because during the lunch, you can get less than 20, right? But he
Yeah,
said
oh,
$20.
yeah.
$20 for the whole day, and most buffets will kick you out. So you're gonna have a disguise change or linger around.
So, okay, I'm sorry, read the question. I'm just starting to, okay, read the question one more time, please.
Two.
Yeah.
So you only have $20 a day. What restaurant would you, and you have to eat all day on that $20?
Damn, that's not a lot
For
of
the rest
money.
of your life, every day for the rest of your life, what restaurant?
Huh. Oh, it's still so hot. Burns so bad. Oh, it's so bad. I'm shaking.
Not as lightheaded anymore, which is good.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think some of that was the breathing. Like I was breathing so hard and fast.
And the combination, probably the combination of these last three
Yeah.
are building on top of each
I
other.
think your endorphins start firing.
I might have just came in my pants.
$20 isn't a lot to work with. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You got to look at something like Taco Bell or like a
yeah,
McDonald's
that's your only
or
option,
something,
or
but you
else you-
can't fucking,
Oh,
you'll
you
die
eat all every
eventually.
day for the rest of your life?
No.
Oh, no way.
Like Texas Roadhouse, you're not getting $20 out of there. You get maybe 2 meals.
Yeah,
And they don't do breakfast, so
right?
I'm gonna go with that restaurant in Lee Summit because I know even if I got to get like just bread and like a cinnamon rolls for breakfast,
Which is complimentary, so
Right.
that does it.
so boom, you don't even have to order anything for breakfast. I'll
Coffee. You could do like coffee and just
Order
get the cinnamon
coffee,
rolls.
cinnamon rolls
That's
for
fucking
breakfast.
genius. I like it.
There's so many combinations for dinner, so maybe I could do like just a chicken sandwich or burger one day. No,
Yeah, they had a big menu.
I'm so glad you lost that 1, 2, 3. Oh my god! Like for real,
oh
dude.
my god. We did a big dab, but it was a big dab. We didn't coat even one side of the wing. Coated
No.
both sides. I'm about to pass out,
You might
man.
have
I was breathing so
You
hard.
pass out, I'll probably fucking laugh and pass out. So don't do that. I'm fucking back to lightheaded though.
Yeah, me too. I'm a lot better though. A lot better. That was that. We were in the suck for a while.
been- don't pass out.
But at that range,
Yeah.
I can't get either of y'all.
we're downstairs, like trying to grab us. Dragging people upstairs is tough.
You have to go legs first.
Yeah, it sucks.
If I pass out, I should wake back up because it's just the breathing that would pass me out. It's
Yeah,
not-
I honestly was lightheaded to the point where I'm like,
oh,
shit,
excuse me. That's
I'm
fucking
shaking, my
rude
legs
as
are
shit.
shaking.
I'm so sorry.
So I gotta stand up. I'll pee,
Yeah.
I'll pee here in a little bit.
That's smart. Stand up.
No, but like the level.
Fuck Mad Dog 357.
My
Jesus.
my mouth is still like super on fire, dude. And it took me so long to chew it and get it down. You started hiccuping, I'm like, don't puke, because then I can't swallow this while you puke.
Well, if I would have puked, it would have just because the hiccup caught me. I didn't think I would ever hiccup, but
I don't think you'd want to puke because it'd be like coming all
Yeah,
back up,
exactly.
it'd all come back.
Burn your esophagus again.
Yeah.
So, for me, the sauce. At first, it wasn't hot. It was hot, but it was just
To me,
like
it's
overwhelming,
the
like
taste.
cayenne flavor,
Yeah, yeah.
like the burn, and then it started the back of my throat, my mouth, my tongue, and then like everything. What the Mac dance? So and then for me,
helping,
it
makes
was
it feel
just
better.
pain. So
Yeah.
it was just pain and breathing, and I was trying to slow my breathing down. I couldn't like. So that's when I started getting lightheaded, just like
Uh-huh.
I don't even want to listen to it.
yeah,
It's gonna be, but that sucked, man.
that's
suck.
awful. You're right. We were in the suck for a
We're
long
in the suck.
fucking time.
Yeah, we're in the suck for sure.
And I think, like, even from the guests, they have trouble with that more than any of them.
Yeah,
The Mad Dog one?
Yeah.
I think when we do
I feel.
the last one, we know it's the last one, and we know even if it sucks for 10 solid minutes, after that we're done. We're done with the whole challenge.
I think I might just eat it and go into the fetal position. Just instantly.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I need somebody with clean hands.
Party?
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh, and what was the quote you said earlier about eating?
Oh,
eating at the
yeah.
Y.
I said, yeah, make sure you're not eating at the Y later, because that might sting. Why don't you cancel? I'm still trying to catch my breath, and he's going. When you go, I'm gonna fucking go pee.
Okay.
I wonder if you think like when you pee after you eat asparagus.
Yeah, if
your
it's gonna.
pee smells. I wonder if your
Where's
pee.
all my-
You think your pee
I don't know
will
if
be
I got
hot?
sauce on my hands.
Yeah, I don't think we did because the whole wing's not coated. So
Well,
you should
I
be.
can help.
No, fuck him. Let it get him on his dick. It'll be great for the podcast. So I want to know. I'm glad we decided to have you read the questions for sure.
Yeah, that was hard.
I want to know, like, how was it from your point of view from the time that we ate it? Like, what did you see? What were you thinking?
The hot ones. The really
This
hot
is
ones,
last
or all of
one.
them?
Or all of them, yeah, because it's going to take me a while.
Yeah. Yeah, so obviously it got way worse as it went on.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys spent quite a bit of time eating, getting it actually in, and
Yeah.
feeling the recognition. The best part is the look on your faces.
Like, once it
As-
hit,
as
did it hit us
started-
both about the same
Not
time?
the same time.
Yeah.
And you both, like, almost instantaneously started sweating. The last three at the same time. And you could tell, like, your face, like, dropped a little
Yeah.
bit. Especially from the first one. So these last three,
Yeah.
faces have been great.
I think the best ones are the hot ones. Hot sauce is really good.
Flavor-wise?
Yeah, and it's just the right amount of spice.
Yeah.
So which I'm sure we'll probably talk about all of them, which are our favorites. So I don't want to go into that, but
Right.
that's good. I'm glad, to see your point of view.
Yeah, I
and
think it would be
shit.
interesting if you really wanted to go. They have the seasoning at the volcanic peppers that you can actually pre-season the wings with.
Why?
You cook them and then put the hot sauce on. I think that would be.
That'd just be over the limit,
amazing.
wouldn't it?
Yeah, you might not even be able to taste it at that point because it
Right.
would just burn your mouth.
Yeah.
But I think you guys have done really well compared to some of the people on the show
Yeah.
who won't even make it past the first
Yeah.
four.
And we were
killing it.
we were talking through text the other day, and I'm like, we're not bitching out. I don't
No
care
way.
how bad it's like. We can't look like bitches on our own podcast. Like those people who bitch. Was it DJ Khaled? He dropped out after
Three.
the
Three.
Such a bitch. And then I just watched the one. I was watching it with Tegan, the one with Joey Fatone.
Yeah.
Which I'm a fan of him.
Yeah.
You know, he was on Impractical Jokers. And he's like, he went to school in Florida. Did you watch that one? He went to school in Florida. And he's Joey Fatone is the guy from NSYNC, if you don't know.
Yeah.
Of
course.
Oh,
I know.
sorry.
I grew up in the
You
90s.
look, yeah, you guys could be twins. Or triplets. You guys could be triplets. But he's a funny dude now, you know, and he makes fun of NSYNC and stuff. And but anyway, he went to school with DJ Khaled and a bunch of other people. And he's like, DJ Khaled. He's like, his parents had money. They owned a store at the mall. He makes it seem like he's from the hood. Like
He does put out great beats.
Yeah, he does put out great beats, but he's a bitch at eating wings. So Pags is going to the bathroom. I'm starting to get my composure back. I've never eaten anything that hot before, and it's surprising. Like it's like taking, to me it's almost like taking a drug, because you go from like just being normal to within like 3 minutes I was
Like mainlining it.
I was like in another place. Like it seriously it like triggers your almost like your sympathetic nervous system, your SNS nervous system. Like I think your body realizes like something traumatic is happening, like your fight or flight. So to me, like my whole it like changes your chemistry, honestly. So like for me, like my vision, almost like tunnel vision. I'm just trying to like remain calm. I'm trying to. It's almost like I went to a different place for 10 minutes, and now I'm back. You know what I mean? I went to the bathroom. I was like, okay, I'm starting to feel better. I'm like, that was fucking weird. Like my breathing, I was lightheaded. I thought I was honestly like I was breathing, and I thought I was gonna pass out. And I'm just trying to stay calm. Like it was so hot, so much pain. That the rush. Yeah, it's like it's still there. But it's like taking a drug. It changes you. It's hard to explain. I've never been through anything like that before. But it's seriously, I would explain it. It's like taking a drug, because it changes your body, your chemistry, your endorphins, your SNS. I think it's your SNF, your fight or flight reflex. Like when you're in so your sympathetic nervous system triggers when you have something horrible happening, something highly stressful. So it's your fight or flight. So what happens there is your vision, you get tunnel vision, the auditory exclusion, where you only hear the things you need to hear. Everything else funnels out. You start pooling blood into your central, your torso, and your hands get tingly. If you've ever been in like a highly stressed situation, you can start noticing that happening to you. That's exactly what I think happens when you eat something that hot. Is it triggers your SNS nervous system, because it was like I was in a different room, in a different place, like inside my head, just in a tunnel. I was just explaining how
Yeah,
it's
I
almost
can hear
like
ya.
almost like taking a drug.
Yeah.
Because within 3 minutes, I was in another I'm not
like when people say they go to another dimension, I get it now.
Yeah,
I get it.
I was high. I thought I was gonna pass out. Like it's weird.
Yeah. So for me, the thing that helped the best was my drink because it's in a Yeti and it's super cold.
Yeah.
So I brought some ice down for my milk. I brought you a couple cubes to make the milk
The
super
milk's
cold
warm.
if you want.
The milk's warm.
So just because
God damn,
I think
dude.
really cold milk would probably be best because like my
Yeah.
rum and Pedialyte super cold is what helped way better
Yeah.
than milk because the milk was warm. So
But for me, that's the hottest thing I've ever eaten.
you and I are gonna fucking slam this half a gallon of vitamin D milk.
That's gotta be good for us. I'm shaky still.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I almost think it triggers your SNS nervous system.
Yeah.
Your body is just like, what the fuck something's bad's happened.
Yeah.
Because then you just kind of
Yeah.
like you
This
go to
isn't
another
right.
place. Yeah, it's definitely
Man, shouts
like a
out to
drug.
fucking Sean Evans who does
Yeah.
this almost 50 times. I don't ever want to do that again.
Yeah,
I know
he's a
we're gonna
goddamn
get
G.
ready to do this next one, but the Mad Dog is fucking awful.
Awful. Yeah.
This next one's gonna be fucking horrible too. I'll do it with one more time for that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'll ever eat anything that hot again since I've done it.
Nah.
It's not fun. So
Yeah. No. Did you watch when him and God damn, what's his name?
Red Band?
Red Band. Yeah, they went to the wing place.
Yeah, I did. That was fucking phenomenal.
And did you watch the one with Sean Evans where he ate the Carolina Reaper with
Yeah.
chili?
I just jacked this whole Pedialyte. I apologize.
Fuck it.
You got more.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Could always make a run later
Yeah.
too. So I gotta get you your cash for those hot
Where are we at
sauces,
on time?
so-
1 hour and 20 minutes? We're doing pretty
No,
good.
hour-
no, I'm
no.
sorry, it's 1:20. But how
2 hours and 14 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm definitely glad we decided to go
early?
earlier
Right.
before our next
So-
guest gets here in like 45 minutes. So
Okay, so right now I feel good. Like I almost feel back to baseline.
yeah, no, me too. I feel real good.
Which back to baseline is way hotter than I guess normal baseline. If that
Yeah.
makes sense to you.
Yeah, it makes perfect. 'Cause I know exactly what you're talking
so like
about.
I'm saying I'm back to normal, but
Lips tingle
but
a little
as hot
bit.
as
It's
hot
a
as
little
it is-
spicy. Feels like maybe I ate a jalapeno pepper where I'm at right now.
Right. Yeah. So like, what I mean by baseline is I'm back to normal, but it's not 100% normal. It's like, if I had this feeling going on right off the bat, I'd be like, shit, my fucking mouth is on fire. But now it's at the point where, so it's calming down. I feel good, and my breathing's back to normal.
Yeah.
I'm just doing a little, hand sandy, and then I want to talk about this next sauce. There's a little bit more story behind this one, and then
we go.
we do it right,
Jesus Christ.
and then we get this shit over with. I'm proud of you, man.
No, I'm proud of you too, dog. I don't know if she told you why I was gone, but I had her I'm like, you tell us your reaction on this last one, like what you saw from her, your
did she
point
say
of
it?
view. Yeah. She said it on the podcast. So she pretty much like it hit us at the same time. She's
Yeah.
like the look, and you both started sweating at the exact same time. So, so I figured, we'll talk about this. We'll do it. We'll try to get through that, and then I think we just go through talk about all the sauces, and we just wrap this fucking special episode 30 up.
Yeah, that sounds
Do
good.
our shout outs, fuck yous. So
Yeah.
and then so we got to get ready. We got to try to export this before our next guest
Yeah,
gets
we're
here.
gonna
So
get in here. We'll have a little breaky poo, and then we're gonna get right back into the
maybe
podcast.
eat a loaf of bread.
Eat a box of cereal to go down with this half a gallon of milk.
Right.
Okay, so this is it. This is the last sauce. Now, on the show Hot Ones, they use Blair's Mega Death Sauce, which is 500,000 Scoville units approximately.
Yeah.
We looked. We tried to buy it. You looked. You tried to buy it. Canvas, the same thing. It's not in the store.
It's like the manufacturer just is not
Right.
producing. I don't know if it's because of this show.
Yeah,
like
I
if
don't
they're
know.
just so.
I don't know, but nobody had it. Nobody. I sent emails out, didn't get responses back, couldn't find it. I went to Volcanic Peppers, told them the pickle we were in, and they said, "Well, we got some pretty hot shit."
Yeah.
They recommended some stuff called Olympus Mons, which it's a volcano somewhere. I don't know the story behind it. I'm not a history guy, a geography guy, but I looked it up. I didn't buy it. I was like, "Oh, let me talk to Pags." Did some reviews. The owner of Volcanic Peppers put a video out when somebody tried a little bit of it. That dude almost died. No, I mean, I don't think he almost died, but like
Right.
watching him, you're like, fuck. It was a rough go for him. But he says it's about 2 million Scoville units, which is almost 4 times as hot as Blair's Mega Death Sauce.
Yeah.
Me and you were both kind of in agreement. But let's not do that.
That's
so
stupid.
we looked.
Like we got other podcasts
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do.
no,
I want to
no.
live to see my son grow
Right.
up. You know.
Yeah, that's not good. So I
Maybe
did.
That's why they don't sell it publicly. The very hot one.
Which
Maybe
one?
With the last one that they do.
Blair's Megadeth sauce.
Yeah.
But there's a
I think
lot
it's
of
actually legitimately.
no. There's a lot of stuff hotter than that, and this
Yeah.
stuff is hotter than that.
Yeah.
So I looked around for something that was comparable because on this, I can't remember if it was Baker or Butler's website, whatever. It's all these Scoville sauces, and they go all the way up to 2 million. And
Yeah.
it drops down because Blair has stuff that like the special stock and reserve stuff that's around 1 million.
Yeah.
So the numbers we're looking at. So the stuff me and you bought is called Melinda's Original Red Savina Pepper Sauce. It's all natural, gluten free, no GMOs.
Oh, thank God.
It's fiery hot pepper sauce. It doesn't sound like it's that hot because it's made. I want to say it's the Red Savina habanero, but let me read this.
Sound it out.
Okay, the Red Savina. Well, I'm trying to skim through it.
I know you are.
The Red Savina pepper is packed with the punch of twice that of a habanero. This allows us to use our vegetable base to craft a much hotter pepper sauce and still maintain a balance of heat and flavor. So this stuff is lab tested at 577,000 Scoville units. Yeah. So this is 77,000 Scoville units hotter than Blair's Megadeth sauce, which 77,000 is quite a bit.
Point, I mean, it sounds like it's quite a bit, but when you looked up, I mean, what's the range for the jalapeno? It's 800 to...
So this stuff is 115.4 times hotter than a jalapeno. But like to kind of put that into perspective, so which is the one that was... We had one that was about 60,000, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't remember.
That was the...
It doesn't matter.
30,000, the Blair's Death Sauce.
Yeah.
So from Red Devil to the Blair's Megadeth Sauce, that's 30,000 right there.
Yeah.
So it'd be like twice that jump. That much hotter than Blair's Megadeth Sauce.
Right. But we decided, because when we talked about it, we're like, if you're already that hot,
right.
Honestly, what's an extra 7? Which, I mean, I know that's probably stupid to think, but I don't think...
I agree.
I bet if you put 2 down, you're like, which one's hotter? You may not... It could be just a personal choice of like where it hits, you know?
Yeah, from 500,000 to 577,000, I wouldn't think we'd be able to tell the difference between this and Blair's Megadeth Sauce.
Yeah.
This is lab tested hotter. It sucks. So pretty much what's going on is we're jumping from 357,000 to 577,000. So this is almost twice as hot as what we just ate. So that's the bad news. All right? This is twice.
Okay. Oh, okay.
What we just ate,
Jesus.
what we just ate, and that was real. Like it was legit pain. It sucked. But the bad news is this is twice as hot as that. The good news is this is the last one. And then it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
We're gonna be in the suck for 10 minutes, but after that, fuck. It's back to cupcakes and blowjobs. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna shake it up. I'm gonna pour
And
it.
not in that order. God, gee, I'm getting nervous, man. Chuck
Cat?
buckets right here in case you need it. I
Cat,
don't think I'll need it. I think I'll be all right.
Cat, don't eat this shit.
Yeah, let the cat lick it. It will probably die.
Yeah, I bet. I don't want to smell it. Do I want to smell it?
No. She's like,
Oh,
yeah.
you smell. Oh, I smell it already. Ooh. It smells like the hottest Tabasco sauce I've ever smelled. I just caught a whiff of it.
I'm just doing a little dab. I'm not fucking around.
Yeah. I'm not gonna. We'll dab like they do on the show. I'm definitely not coating the whole thing. I'm almost out of vodka again, but I got a full. Did you get some? You all right?
Squirted in my face.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Phrasing.
Phrasing.
You okay to get in your eye or?
It got right here.
Oh my God! Thank
be
God.
careful.
That would have been
That
fucking
would
awful.
hurt. So when you wash your face, it might drip down in your eye. Just be careful.
Was there just some on the cap?
On the lid,
The thing
when
is,
I snapped
why would they do that? All of them have a screw-off cap, and this has a
Right.
fucking
Yeah.
snap open.
Right.
Those cunts.
All right. So again, this is Belinda's Red Savina hot pepper.
Could you
fiery hot
imagine
pepper
fucking
sauce.
being drunk and accidentally grabbing that, thinking it's like the
Oh my
fucking
God.
the Tapatio or whatever?
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh my God.
All right, dude.
Love you, man.
Love
In case
you
I
too.
don't make out.
Yeah.
Tell my son and my wife, my dog.
I got a little bit more than you, I think. No, you're good, dude. You're
No,
good.
no. Cheers, biatch.
Cheers.
All right. I'm gonna go with Melinda's. Melinda's red.
I'm not gonna eat the whole wing either.
Oh, you're not?
Okay.
Are you guys full? Like, was it food?
It's a lot
Are
of
you
food.
feeling the fullness?
Well, it's the milk.
Oh, I bet the milk.
Honestly, nothing right now.
No, me neither.
Not a fucking single.
Me neither.
I swear to God, if this is like bullshit, and there's nothing, I'll fucking I mean, I'd probably be happy, but...
All right, your question while it's
I don't have
coming
anything
in.
Hold on a second. I want to talk through this.
Okay.
Why are we not... I don't even feel a sting.
I don't at all.
Like, I'm not... Obviously, you can tell I'm not fucking around, because the other one I started hiccuping right away. This is supposed to be hotter than Make a Death Sauce?
Twice as hot. It's still not kicking in yet. I know there's a lot of delays, but...
No, but the other ones with the delays, at least it was like a...
Quick.
I guess my lips are a little burning now. Maybe. All right, we'll go through it, I guess. Oh shit! Somebody's at the door.
You want to grab that real quick? We'll talk through this. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's not. We got a good dab on there.
Yeah, I had just as one as much as the Mega Death Sauce.
Yeah.
So. I don't think that's our next guest, is it?
No, I don't think so. They said if it was like a something residence.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. Make sure it's not the popo.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
Coco's barking.
Oh, I don't think it's the cops.
All right. Sorry for the interruption there, Pete.
It's not kicked in yet. That's
That's
weird.
nothing.
It's not even as hot as the machine or any of those. I'm
No.
gonna have to do another dab.
I'm out of fucking wing.
Yeah, me too.
I got a little here. I mean, just because we're not in... Dude, we fucking built that up.
I know.
You guys are going to hear Coco in the background.
All right, put a good healthy dose on here.
Did you see? It wasn't, like I said, our next guy.
No.
Dude, literally nothing.
No.
My... Coco. My lips tingle a little bit. We did another dab. I don't know if we said that.
We did another dab. Now it's starting to get hot for me, but it's still nothing like Mad Dog 357. Huh.
I would have put that at the end. That's like really nothing. You don't think it'll take like kicking in like a half an hour?
No way.
I'm fucking... My mind is blown right now.
Yeah, me too. I was expecting... I want to eat more. I'm just worried it's like a delay, but the delay would never take this long. So... What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a good, healthy amount on my finger, put it in my mouth, and then...
if you're going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to let you do it by yourself.
All right, but then we don't have a question, so I don't know.
That's all right. There's some more in the hat we can always just grab.
Okay. Yeah. That's...
Like that?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Nah, fuck it. You shook it up.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I shook it up good. I don't know. It's hot, but it's nothing like...
No, I would put it at literally the bottom.
Yeah.
What the... Did we just get fucked?
I don't know, dude.
Seriously, nothing.
No. It's warm, but nothing like Mad Dog, so...
Well, thank God we're not dying. This cam left.
Right? Huh.
Oh my God.
That's weird.
I'm speechless. That rarely happens, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
We're seriously not. We're not trying to like, we're badasses or anything like that. Like this legit. Is this the right one?
That's the right one, dude.
There's no way. That barely stings. There's no warning on it though.
Yeah, I'd researched that one heavily. That's the one. I ordered it on the thing. It says this is lab tested, 577,000 Scoville units. You could taste the habanero, but it's...
Yeah, but it's... I would put right now, I would feel a jalapeno is hotter than this.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. That is disappointing.
Yeah.
It's also relieving, but...
yeah. Well, fuck, sorry. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the one right before.
Right.
You've enjoyed everything up to this point.
Yeah. Yeah, so, maybe that's the wrong one or what? I guarantee you, I researched that one. That's it. That's that heat. So fuck it, dude. Let's
Yeah.
You killed it. We killed it.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's fucking awesome, man. I fucking love it. I think the only thing we just talk about the sauces, like maybe our favorite ones, like what we'll do, and then we'll fucking shut this shit down.
Okay. So for me, dude, I don't know what this is gonna sound fucked up, but my favorite one was the Red Devil Cayenne. I don't know what it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I usually do Frank's hot sauce.
Yeah.
I wish like the flavor of this was so good.
Yeah.
I just wish it had more heat. If this had the same heat, like like the original, original Blair's dead sauce, I think that would have been good.
Yeah. This has to be the wrong one, man.
It's gotta be.
Oh well.
We'll look it up in between and get to the bottom.
It's all right. It's all right. No, but I love this one.
Yeah.
The volcanic peppers, the lava, the de la sol, and then the Hot Ones sauce is fucking phenomenal. Yeah.
And then the volcanic pepper ones, those were really hot.
Yeah.
To where I don't want to eat that anything that hot, but the flavor was delicious.
Right. Yeah.
But for me, like it was hot, but it was all fine. And then when we got to the chocolate lava, that's when it started hurting. Yeah. And then when it got to the machine, that one hurt. But then from the machine to the Mad Dog 357, that was a big jump.
It's another fucking
level. That's another level. That's on another level. For shit.
Sure.
And then it's kind of disappointing with the Melinda's.
I never heard even seen that anywhere, so I just assumed that it was the super hot. But like you said, there's no warning. It doesn't say Scoville, so maybe. Because isn't that? Did you say that's the one that? Or no, you just happened to find that one, right?
Yeah, I looked it up, and on their website.
Yeah, because you sent a link.
Yeah, I sent you a link. It's habanero, but it's lab tested, and I don't know.
Maybe they missed an ingredient in this batch.
I don't know. We'll do some research on that. What was your favorite one?
I don't know, man. I would say probably the lava. I mean, it had good spice. It tasted fantastic.
And the lava, the soul is like an orange, creamy, like
I'll put that on my pork
sauce
later.
It's a Portuguese style sauce, and it says you can put it on anything, sandwiches, whatever. It's not a huge, big bite, but it's got a kick, but it's good.
Which is what I like.
Yeah, and that's the biggest bottle we have. So
yeah, absolutely, that's good.
We'll be eating the shit out of that. And then I did like the Hot One sauce. It's not creamy, it's but it's delicious. And then that's for sure the lava for me is probably the best. And then Red Devil. Red Devil's pretty boring. Yeah. When I do wings, I usually do Frank's Red Hot Sauce with a stick of butter, and I warm that up, and then I baste the wings with that. Oh, nice. But I might have to start using Red Devil just because.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you fucking fell in love with that again, so which is awesome. So,
I do want to do a shout out, and I want to give a shout out to Sean Evans for being.
I put him on my list too.
And doing this over and over again, and not being a bitch about it. Mm-hmm. And then shit, you got any fuck yous?
I do. So I just want to do my shout outs first. Shout out to Cam for doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like printing off the questions, reading them to us, dealing with this, getting everything set up. So that's fucking awesome. Shout out to Cricket and Gay Mac. It's fucking awesome. Volcanic Pepper, shout out to them because they're fucking all the sauces that we had were phenomenal. Yeah. Like the machine was a little hot, but people looked at it, it tasted good. Yeah. That was like one of the best parts about it. The only fuck you that I have is to the Mad Dog 357. That's stupid. Yeah. It doesn't taste good in my opinion. It'd be different if it was just straight heat and it tasted, better. Yeah. Other than that was my only fuck you that I had. What about you?
Yeah, I would say fuck you to whoever the fuck made Mad Dog 357 hot sauce. It was the taste like overwhelming. It tastes like strong like pepper cayenne immediately, and then after that it was just pain. Like I couldn't taste anything and I went to another planet. Yeah. So I don't ever want to eat this again. No. I probably want to eat this again. It was definitely the hottest thing I've ever eaten. Right. That's all.
No, by far that's for sure the hottest thing I've ever. I'm glad we went through it, man. We fucking didn't bitch out at all. We were even ready to go deeper.
Yeah,
too.
we're about to go balls deep.
So maybe it was just honestly a mistake, or maybe they just fucked up the bottle. We'll do the research. We'll do some research. We'll have to let them know, like when we talk with our next guest. Yeah. We'll let the nasties. The nasty army out there know about it. So, anything else before we fucking wind this down?
I don't know, sir.
Hey, man, it's been fucking pleasure going into battle with you again. So, guys, Nasty Friends on the Twitter, Instagrams. Like us on Facebook. Keep sending in questions. We know Q&A. It's the best. Thanks again for everybody who sent the questions. They were fucking solid questions.
For sure.
I know Dirty Mike, Vito, Kevin sent in one. Yeah. Lana.
Maverick, Lana.
Yeah. So everybody.
We got some we didn't get into. I don't know. We're not going to throw those away. We're gonna the next time we do Q&A, we're gonna keep those, but keep sending more in.
Yeah. So absolutely, guys. All right. Fucking guys, chill out. Love each other. Be nice. Remember, life is simple. Don't be a dick. Night sluts.
Hi. I'm Rob Long with your weekly animal update. Animal updates. For the past year or so, I have been creating a dull, boring segment about animals that nobody really cares about. It was a failed experiment that should have been put to pasture after the first month. I have decided as a responsible journalist that I will no longer regurgitate animal facts I found on Wikipedia and children's educational websites as they were my own. I want to create something I can truly put my name on. You are officially warned. Keep listening weekly for what is sure to be another underwhelming creation from this chaotic mind of mine. This has been your last weekly animal update, brought to you by John Jameson and Sons. Signing off for Pagnasty and Brown, I'm Rob Long. Go fuck yourself.
Original bad boy.